will start the recording. So, welcome back, everybody. In the previous session, there were a couple of you digging a hole, trying to follow a lead for a missing persons case, where there was a train engineer named, if I recall, Roger, who was lost and buried amongst the landslide, and so you were on the case. On that journey, you ended up going to district, pulling up my map here, or not district, zone. There it is. Well, it's under all the rubble, so I can't actually see it. Zone 14, trying to uncover that station at that zone. At which point, having dug just enough to get a little bit of a peephole into the station, you encountered Finn the guard, as well as the other volunteers that have been helping him out search out various buried buildings and structures in this area. They ended up paying you for your assistance with the investigation that they were on, but you didn't even know about until that point. At which point you went and met up with Gregor. And Gregor was a little bit worse for wear, but you all got him repaired up fairly well, and went to get Gregor a much-needed short rest and a bath, along with the rest of you. You've all wrapped up in the bath. It is probably about, if I recall, probably around 6-ish. Do I have a time estimate on here? I don't believe I do. And so that is where we'll start the session. Towards the end of the day. On the 12th. So the coronation will be tomorrow. Yeah, it's about 6. If I go ahead and switch to calendar view. So, what would you like to do?
And sorry, you said we are on our way back to the
So you just left the bathhouse.
bathhouse, okay. Considering Gregor's situation, it would probably be best to just go back to the inn.
Yeah.
Just go back to the inn.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Well, luckily in Brigston's pool, he did get his short rest there, where he just slept in the bath for like 3 hours. Occasionally woke up to scrub himself clean. And then he's got some things to sell from his journey. And I believe y'all were about to go on a tour.
Yep. So, I mean, you got a little rest. We can probably go and sell his stuff first. And just look around a little bit. Show him around.
Yeah.
Because we're the tour guide experts of this town.
Well, I've got a pretty large spit roast that I need to sell off or get rid of. It's pretty heavy, but I also still have the hide from that deer that I encountered on my journeys, as well as those 4 crystal things that I got from the elementals. I usually just sell those off when I delve down into the True Sight dungeon. So those make a fair bit of money.
So this is not your first encounter with elementals.
Well, I think my first encounter, it's all right, was when I went down into the dungeon with all of you folks. And then I've been going down after that to get ready for a big adventure.
I
You had to deal with 4 of them on your own on the way here.
Well, luckily it wasn't all at once. That was probably about the only way I would have managed anyway.
I go up to Penck and whisper in his ear. This guy deserves a song written about him, I swear.
I mean, I think I know someone who can do that. And then he just looks at you just like my picture.
Good points. Good points. I'll get to work on it.
So, where to? You folks are the experts, so I hear. Oh man, we got a cat!
Sorry, he just walked up to me and started rubbing up against me. Oh, Penck is. He does not want to. Impressive that he did not attack me. All right, so
There we go.
Yeah, I guess we should be on our way.
Yeah, we got a little bit before the tavern.
Alright. So if we go ahead and switch to the map here, you folks are over, if I can get the party token, at Brigston's Pool, which is just about over here, if I recall. So where do you want to start heading?
Probably just going to be looking around for some places for him to solve his stuff like he said he wanted to.
All right. What are you looking for first?
Probably a place to sell is the meat that he said,
All right.
because that's a perishable.
Yeah. So like
All
a
right.
butcher shop or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a perception check. Either one of you with advantage or each of you separately once.
Mm-mm.
I might have already rolled, so...
All right, yeah, you can have advantage.
All right. 18.
18? All right. So just, going down your way back towards the station, because that's the only way off of this shelf here, you pass by a shop called Brady's Guts and Gore.
Okay, Brady.
What's a fantastic name. I suppose this is a stop then.
I guess so.
The sign out in front, along with just having the name written on it, is a big hunk of meat? Chunk of meat? I don't know. It's a bone going through like a cylinder piece of meat.
Mm-hmm.
Hock, I think, is the word.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Is this where you want to shop?
Yeah, so let's go.
Did you said it's Brady's Guts and Gore?
Yes.
I mean, we have to. It's such a good name.
It is a good name.
All right, walking in here, you don't see anyone out in the front, but there does seem to be just something you feel just on entering. It is a little bit colder in this place, and there seems to be a draft coming from the back area where the door is open. In the back, you do hear what sounds to be cutting of flesh. And other than that, it's relatively quiet.
I go ahead. I cast minor illusion to make the noise of a knocking sound near the the fridge.
The back door, or the door to the back room.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's the fridge.
Hello. You hear
Hello
a very wet slop of meat. That sounds like it just hits a table. And a dwarvish individual comes waddling out with hands gloved up, but the hands are definitely coated in guts and gore.
Coated in red.
How can I help you?
Good job, Brady.
Thank you. So, what are you folks in for today?
I believe my friend here has some meats you might be interested in.
Ah, what have you got? Oh, so on my way to Citrine here, I'm a bit of an adventurer now, I guess. I encountered just a little bit of hunting to do, and I took down a deer for some good eating on the way here, and I've got the majority of it kind of just like stuffed up in my backpack here. And what you folks can see on his backpack is, you know, there his backpack is definitely like bulging. Like it is overstuffed. Some of the materials that probably would have been in the backpack are just tied to the outside of the backpack at this point. It's just he's very full up on supplies. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and plop it down on the counter here. We can go ahead and inspect that. All right. And Gregor goes ahead and takes out his bag, sets that on the counter, and just like you can see this giant like spit roasted, just giant hock of meat that he pulls out, along with underneath it, and you hear him reaching into his backpack, and it's a little wet and sloppy in there. But he also pulls out what looks to be a well folded up hide of a deer. And he also begins taking out some bones that were kind of like pressed up against the sides as well. I've got no clue if you can use the bones or anything, but this is what I've got. Okay. So this is well taken care of. I'd say probably about 12 gold. 12 gold, 5 silver pieces for the whole thing, including the hide. And you know what? I'll throw in an extra 5 silver pieces for the bones too. So 13 gold in all. Yeah, that works for me.
Not bad.
He's gonna be rich by the end of all of this.
And you wouldn't happen to know what to do with these things either, would you? And Gregor pulls out 2 orbs, a blue orb and a brown orb. These are what look to be basic quality elemental crystals. Well, I am mixing their accents. This whole conversation is just me with me.
Yeah.
So, for those crystals, I could take them for probably about 100 gold pieces a pop.
Oh.
And if you would like to get those attached to a weapon, that would be out of my wheelhouse. But I could probably point you to someone who can do that for you. If you are interested. So it's so weird switching to the accents.
They seem pretty
So,
close. They're
They're
pretty
very
close.
close accents.
So what exactly do you mean by attaching those to weapons? So close. What exactly do you? So what exactly do you mean by attaching those to weapons? They are very close. The tone is different, but
Don't worry, we can follow.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll just say Gregor says, and then Brady says. How about that?
There you go.
So Brady says, those are those elemental crystals can be used as auxiliary components for weapons to enhance them with various effects from the respective elemental. They can, at this size, those would probably be basic quality. there are, of course, smaller and larger crystals as well that can do either less or more effects based on their size. Additionally, they can also be used for various potions or enchantments, depending on, of course, what type of crystals they are. Oh, I've always just sold them. I've got 4 of them here, and he pulls out a smaller. This would be, or no, wait, which size? So same size, red core. So this would be a fire elemental beast's core, as well as a larger, white, elemental beast's core. Oh, I see. So you also have a fire core. Those go for a little bit more for their compatibility, as well as especially in Citrain, where they are used for the train systems. The air core there, that is, by what I can tell, this is probably greater quality. Those go for quite a bit more if you are looking to sell, or they pack a much larger punch when used for various other purposes as well. Okay, well, I've been looking to maybe just sell the 2 of them then. Maybe the water and the earth for those 2 100 gold piece prices. And then maybe check out what I can do with the other 2 at whatever person can do those things for them with. It's been a long day. Yeah, sure. I can do those 2 crystals for you, 100 gold pieces each. So in total, that would be probably for the 2 crystals, for the meat and the hide and the bones, that would be 213 gold pieces to you there. And a recommendation would probably be for attaching these to your various weapons, like that spear you've got attached to your satchel there. You would probably be looking for Frida for your needs there. She runs a weapon shop up in the next district to the north, which is, checking the map, District 12. She is probably my go-to contact for recommendations there. All right. Well, thanks for the instructions. Thanks for the gold there. That should probably cover anything I guess I do at the weapon shop. And yeah, thank you. You're welcome. You'll get your gold in a second here, as he pulls off his 2 gloves. They do start to leak, but he just throws them very well skilled into a bin that's off to the side. That, looking at it a little closer, you can see this is definitely covered in various spatterings of blood and other viscera inside this bin. And he goes back to the back room there. You can hear him move some chests around, rifle through some coins, and bring out the payment for Gregor. All right, well, happy travels, and I will get back to my work, as he reaches under the desk and pulls out 2 more gloves.
Pardon me. Before
Yes.
you get back to it, are you selling any rations by chance?
Rations, yes. How much are you looking to get?
I would like to acquire 7 rations, if that is possible.
7 days worth of rations, or 7 meals worth of rations?
7 days.
7 days, okay. Do I see this in my table here? R for rations. Okay. 7 days, 7 times 5. It's 35? Yeah. Okay, that will be 35 silver pieces for those rations.
All right, yes. Here is your silver.
All right.
Would you prefer 35 silver or 3 gold, 5 silver?
Either or. Both are equivalent money.
Right. Well, for the sake of convenience, I'll split it between silver and gold.
Very well.
Here you go.
Thank you very much. And here are your. Reaching over, he just pulls out a stack of basically paper, parchment paper wrapped up chunks of meat that seem to be smoked. These are, if I recall, yeah, that label looks like a P. These are pig meat. Pork is the word for that.
Perfect. Thank you, good sir.
Oh, and the leaves under the paper, those are also edible. For a little
Oh,
bit of
fantastic.
fiber. And if you want some salt for various reasons, like flavor, we also have those. If you are looking to get a little pouch of salt as well. It's probably about probably 2 copper pieces for a little bag of salt. That should last you probably a month worth of seasoning.
Sure, I'll take the salt as well.
All right, 2 copper pieces for the salt.
Here's your copper. It's a pouch
Thank
of
you very
salt.
much.
Well, I'm good if everyone else is good.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
All right. Well, safe travels. And
Have
he
a good
waddles
one,
back
sir.
into the back room. You as well.
So, Gregor, want to go find somewhere where we can use those orbs?
Sure. He said freed his weapons, I think.
Sounds right. Yeah, let me just pull out my connector. We can pull up a compass for that real quick.
All right, easily enough. You eventually make your way over to Frida's Weapons, another store. Title Frida's Weapons. On the front are various knives and swords, as well as on the dagger that's also on the sign, there is a little bauble that looks to be a lesser elemental crystal, at least artistically. It's not an actual one. And just out of curiosity, would you be traveling on foot, or would you take the train up the shelf? There is a footpath.
How far away is Frida's from Brady's shop?
Let's move to map here. Frida's is probably just on the upper ridge here, probably over here. So probably, half a mile.
That's walkable.
Well, that's not bad.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
leave
we'd
a
probably
dot
walk that then.
in this spot here and this spot here, so I remember where the shops are later. And then I'll also add a dot for Brigston's Pool, which is right there. All very close to each other, which is convenient. But you can find a lot of different places in Citrine. All right, so Frida's Weapons. Inside of Frida's Weapons, there is an Aarakocra woman running the shop here who seems to be holding a blade. This is, if I recall, a Robin Aarakocra.
Mm.
How can I help you? Yeah. Oh, so I've got a couple of elemental crystals here that I would like to get attached to a weapon, I think, or figure out, whatever else I could do with them. Okay, sure. We can certainly get that done for you. So what crystals do you have? So I've got this. I'll cross that off. I've got this red one here. I think he called it a fire core, and I've got this bigger white one here. I think he said this. This came from an air beast. And just want to figure out what I can do with them. Sure. So for auxiliary components, you can attach those to a weapon of your choice for, whatever purposes. It adds a little bit of extra damage of that element type whenever you're attacking. Or you can, this is less so my specialty, but I can certainly get it to the right places. You can perhaps enchant, and I would probably recommend the enchant with the greater crystal. That would probably get you more bang for your time spent, I guess. Sure. I was thinking maybe I could put the fire crystal on my gauntlets. Actually, I don't really use them much other than protection, so it'd be nice to have them as a helpful tool in battle. Sure. That would probably run you about 120 gold for the attachment. And what about the air crystal? Well, as far as enchanting goes, so when I was fighting that wolf, the air wolf, it did some sort of like weird dash attack where it turned into air and then went through me, and that kind of hurt a little bit. Is it possible to maybe apply that to my spear, and then when I throw the spear, I go along with it, and it does that sort of attack? I think that would be doable. That'd probably run you for an enchantment with a greater crystal. Enchantment cost. Most of the cost would be in the materials, but you've already got the materials. I'd say that'd run you maybe 560 gold. Okay. Well, I can afford that. That's for sure.
You can?
Bro, guard work
And,
pays.
Well, guard work a little bit, but also a lot of it True Sight Dungeon.
Fair enough, yeah.
A lot of dungeoneering has been done in the last couple days, and selling of elemental cores.
He did say he's just been selling them.
Yeah. So that would probably take maybe 8 to 10 weeks to get enchanted. But and I'll explain this out of character. That would allow him to do this breeze dash attack, and it would add for a greater 44 plus 2 to his additional or his base spear damage.
Did you say 4d4?
44 plus 2.
That's... Gregor is going to be the most overpowered adventurer.
But it's at the cost
Nice.
of 560 gold pieces for enchantment and
10
a
weeks
wait
of
time of
time.
8 to 10 weeks.
It'll be worth it.
Ben.
You think so? Well,
Also, Gregor.
sure. I mean, it's probably the most of my savings here from the dungeon, but I don't really feel so comfortable carrying this much cash. So yeah, I can give this to you, and you can get to that, I guess. Oh, and for the fire crystal, I can only attach it to one of your gauntlets because there's only one crystal. Are you a righty or a lefty? I'm a righty. Actually, was Gregor a lefty? Hold on. Now that I think about it, I can check that. So let me look at main spreadsheet. I'm pretty sure he might have been a lefty. I might be remembering someone else. Gregor. G for Gregor. Gregor. Gregor's note isn't too bright, but he's just the purest boy.
That's true. That's so true.
No comment on whether he is right or left-handed. So
So you get to decide right now.
so he's a righty. As I said in character.
He's a
so-
righty.
Yeah. Here you go. Here's that gauntlet, and this isn't gonna take 8 to 10 weeks too, is it? No. That'll maybe take for a basic crystal probably about 30 minutes. And in that time, feel free to explore the shop. We've got the prices on the items, so you can get whatever you please, or just window shop, I guess, as they say. I've definitely changed Frida's voice throughout this already. Oh well. Well,
What's in this shop? Oh, sorry.
there are a lot of various weapons. There are elemental crystals on sale of the lesser to basic quality. There aren't any graders on sale. Graders probably carry a much larger weight and thus are either not in this shop or stored somewhere else. But you can effectively look at your simple weapons and martial weapons tables, and those will be in the shop there.
Let's see here.
And I believe ranged is in there, as well as any sort of ammunition you might need.
I'm probably gonna look around just at the various bows and stuff. I already have a longbow, so I think I'm good, but just gonna look around.
All right.
Yeah, I'm also gonna look around.
And I think I already have a good amount of arrows. Yeah.
I also have 39 arrows, which I probably won't use ever.
Mhm.
So if you ever need more,
Right. I remember that.
And while you are all looking around, Gregor goes ahead and pays out the. This would be 680 gold pieces. It costs to pay this fee.
Damn, Gregor is rich.
He did say this was most of his budget.
He did.
In fact, that was over 90% of his budget, or of his current savings.
I think he'll live.
I think
You can see his coin pouch goes from overstuffed to a handful of coins. A good handful, but not a lot. He goes ahead and cinches it back up. It is a sort of cute coin pouch with like a cat embroidered on the side.
Oh,
Mhm. I mean, I'm gonna say right now, if 680 gold was about 90% of his money, then he still has more gold than me right now.
I can't spell embroidered. Oh. All right. Is there anything you want to purchase in this shop? Or are you still looking around?
I'll probably be looking at the prices of things, like maybe crossbow and stuff.
All right.
I think I'm good.
So for your crossbow there,
Longbows 1D.
so there's three types of crossbows. There's heavy crossbow, hand crossbow, and light crossbow. Light crossbow is 25 gold pieces. Hand crossbow, I believe, is 75 gold pieces. And heavy crossbow is 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, I don't have the money for that.
Fair
So I'm
enough.
just not. Hold on. Would there be any like already sort of enchanted type of arrows or something? Magical
There
arrows?
would be arrows here that are enchanted. Basic enchantments, let's see. For a bundle of, let's say 5. Let's see, where is that table there? Jeorge actually recently purchased this, so I should have it close on hand.
Oh, right.
Light arrows, I believe, is what he purchased.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And did he?
So
did you
for a bundle
give
of
those to
5, it
me
was
already?
38 gold pieces. He did.
Yeah, I gave this to you.
38 of them.
5
how-
arrows, 5 light arrows, 38
Oh,
gold
30,
pieces.
yeah. I don't think I added into my actual inventory the ones that Jeorge gave.
All right. Those would be off the top
I
of
think
my
it's like
head.
arrows with 1d4 radiant damage. I think that's what it is. On top of the arrows effects by itself.
Yeah, an additional 1d4.
So should I just add arrows and add like a note to them saying
Yeah.
additional 1d4?
I think you can even do custom name or something like that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Custom item. There we go. And was there a name for them?
Light arrows
Okay, light arrows.
or radiant arrows, if that makes it easier to tell what they are.
And that was 5 of them?
5 of them, yes.
All right, there we go. I now have them added.
All right.
And since I have
eventually-
those, I probably wouldn't be buying any.
Eventually, Gregor's gauntlet does get done, and in the center of the back of the palm, there is now the red basic fire elemental core, or fire elemental crystal. Specifically, these are called immolation crystals. I should have written that down. Is now placed into the back section there. And Gregor goes ahead and puts it on, tries it out, gives a punch just into the air, and you can see a little bit of flame, probably about like a little 5-inch plume, comes out the front when he punches.
So just for clarification, how long do the crystals last on weapons? Like how many uses do they have?
Infinite, effectively.
Infinite? Okay.
Until they decay with time, which is probably not on... Could be on an elf scale, probably not on a human scale.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty...
Definitely
Okay.
not an air cooker scale. Might as well be infinite.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for the assistance here, and suppose I should probably write down this place here in my journal. And he pulls out a kind of scrappy looking book, pulls out a little stick of charcoal and starts scribbling it. And I will get that greater air elemental core, or crystal, shipped off to where it needs to go with that enchantment instruction. And I'll see you back here in 8 to 10 weeks, roughly. I'll try and contact you. What is your name, by the way? Oh, it's Gregor. Gregor the Adventurer now.
I love this guy.
All right. Well, I will log that down, And I'll see you in the future. Oh man, we got Cat.
Yeah, he has taken to scratching on my door to be let in.
All right. That is all of Gregor's errands that he needs to run.
About what time would it be by now?
At this point, it's probably about 7:30, somewhere about there. So Frida's about to go ahead and close up shop. Yeah, probably about 7:30 because you need the time to attach the core or the crystal.
Yeah, okay. So back to the inn then.
I think so.
All right.
Oh
Well,
boy,
I have an
can't wait
idea.
for a bit of sleeping. What's your idea?
I have an
Jeorge?
idea. Let me quickly cast Long Strider on each of us so that we can get home quicker.
Ooh, sounds like fun.
Yes, just hold still. I have the ability for all three of us to have it, so. And I go ahead. I pull out my flute, play a little ditty, flourish my hand, do all the necessary things.
Frida does a little bit of a dance with her wings while she's, cleaning up the last bits of the shop.
Oh, and as I'm doing this, I cast Prestidigitation as well to have little puffs of sparks coming out. Since Gregor was so enamored with the idea of this.
True performance.
Whoa. Well, I feel long on my feet. I don't know how this works.
We should be moving a bit faster once we get to moving.
All right.
Well, onward then. Thank you, Frida.
Yeah. Safe journeys.
Lovely dance you got there.
Thanks. So with Long Strider, let's see. 1, 2. You could go this way. You could also, if I recall the steps for this, there are steps here. Oh, but there aren't steps on this one? Yeah, I think the steps for that are over here. So you'd probably want to take the train, but the train isn't running. You just have to basically walk it straight. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-ish with the diagonal taken into account. 7-ish times 10, so about an hour, 10 minutes. But you have the Long Strider, so we'll call it 50 minutes. Shave off 20 minutes of your journey.
Oh, thank goodness I casted that.
So you eventually... Oh yeah, because Long Strider will last through the whole thing at that point then.
Yeah.
So in 50-ish minutes, you end up getting back to the inn. Or more specifically, well, it does say inn there, so I'll keep calling it inn. It's more of a hostel. Around about 8, if I can do math in my head, 8:20, you get over back to Oldson's. Oh, hey folks. Welcome back.
Hey there.
How have your journeys been? And with a friend, I see. Hello.
Yes, this is Gregor.
Yep, that's me. I traveled here from Zircon to meet up with my buddies here.
Zakan, of course, yes. Zakan.
Yes, of course.
That's Nabo. No, don't worry about it. Just
Oh, what?
don't worry about it. It's fine.
Someone made a little mistake in their notes.
No, someone made a mistake in the song they are writing.
And if Morgan is here, Liam may or may not be in the corner. Going over something. We may or may not have a Liam.
Maybe.
I can see that you're saying something, but it's not making sound.
I wasn't saying anything. I
Okay.
was getting my hat back on
Ah,
because my hair is not the cleanest right now.
all right.
This is terrible lighting.
Looks all right. So Liam is also in the tavern here, or the tavern area. And of course, the piano is in fact playing. Also, I looked into how to play this song on the piano. Apparently, it takes 4 hands. So we're gonna say Mage Hand is being used a little bit here.
A.
Yep. So Joyce
Penck
is
is probably
currently
gonna
playing the
order
piano.
something to eat.
I also will order something.
Ah, a couple hungry folk. Oh, all right. So as per usual, since we're back to pre-disaster prices, that'll be 3 silver pieces for a meal for each of you.
Sounds lovely.
I will happily pay 3 silver.
All right, Gregor. I gotta keep track of Gregor's money now. Let's go.
I'll pay for Gregor. I'll pay for Gregor. It's on me tonight, Gregor.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I'm sure I'll return the favor eventually.
Oh, don't worry, good sir.
He's already returned enough.
Yes. Your presence here is enough for me. Hello, Liam. It's been a little bit.
Just gonna nod at you and keep doing whatever he's doing.
I'm gonna go ahead and sit down at the table where he's at.
Just utter silence.
Oh, hey, Liam. It's been a minute.
So just nods at him.
Penck will also join the party.
Stoic as ever, I see. And Gregor begins to dig into his potatoes.
Penck will also dig in because he is starving
Yeah, same here.
after a full night of digging holes.
Very quiet meal.
Oh, just listening to the music.
Mm-hmm.
Might have to. I don't know how well a flute would play with a piano, but might have to join in perhaps.
I'm currently looking at the tools section of my character sheet where it says pan flute. Not today.
Unfortunate.
Here, actually, whenever I do finish up my meal, I would like to pull out my flute and just like put my feet up on the table and start playing.
Feet up on the table, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're in the back
Shall
corner
I-
with Liam, so probably fine.
Yeah. Should I roll for performance?
Yeah, go ahead and roll that performance. As you start to
Oh,
flute
21.
21? Very nice
21.
performance. There aren't a ton of patrons here who would give you tips. But eventually you get into sync. You're actually pretty quickly with a 21. I mean, your performance is also just off the charts as usual. you eventually get in sync with Joyce playing the piano there. Before eventually she hands it over to you as she begins serving some more people. Getting people a round of refills of whatever drink they've got. I can find the
I like to
music
think she
tab.
left the piano, but the mage hand is still going.
Yeah.
I was about to switch to Millennial Fair, but hey.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, hold on. I need to get my illusion ready.
Huh.
The classic. I'm gonna actually pipe up and start talking to Gregor a little bit.
All right, what do you say?
So besides the elementals and stuff, how was your travels overall? Did you to hear? Anything?
Countered, well, in Nambul, a lot of the coastline had some issues with the big wave. Apparently, in that earthquake, the water did some sort of funny dance and, crashed over the town. So they were having a little trouble over there, but, looks like most of the ships were okay. So, each took one over to Nice and, pretty uneventful other than the elementals, which were pretty eventful.
Yeah, sounds like it. We actually were on a ship on the water when that wave came.
Oh, how'd that go?
Well, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. But we got out of it.
Hopefully all okay.
Yeah, I think everyone who was on the ship was fine.
That's good to hear.
Or rather, came out of it fine. Might not have been so fine during the actual wave.
I see. Well, other than that, how have your travels have been? It's more potato.
How many days have we been in Citrine? Out of...
You have been in Citrine. If we go over to calendar here. So you landed in Citrine on the 8th. It is now the 12th, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 days about.
Okay. We've been in Citrine for the past almost a week now, I think. So we haven't really traveled out to do much, but it's been decently eventful here at least. Walking around. Right before you came, Jeorge and I were helping on a missing persons case and stuff. So it's been decently
who went
eventful.
missing?
A conductor for one of those trains, the person who drives it, the engineer.
Oh, that's probably not good, I think.
Yeah, no.
Well, someone's missing, so it's probably not good.
As you've seen probably around, there's a lot of rubble from the earthquake.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was, supposed to be like that or just part of part of the environment,
No, it's not. From what we know, it's not supposed to be like that.
All right. Well, that is maybe something we can help out with, or I don't know if people are already handling it, or
It seems like the guards and everything are mostly handling it. We've helped out a little bit. I'm pretty sure Liam has helped out quite a bit with some of the recovery stuff.
Well, good on you, Liam. Hopefully that's gone well. Helped a lot of people.
Just gonna duck his head a little.
In game time, how long has it been since the incident?
2 days?
2 days?
2.5 days?
Liam has hardly said a word to anybody. Like he's been more quiet than usual.
And I don't think any of us know what happened. Yeah, yeah. And unfortunately, Penck is not going to press the issue because he doesn't no, he's not good with people, so he doesn't really. Huh.
Just awkward silence.
Indeed.
No, there's a flute playing. It's okay.
There's a flute playing.
True, George, you are playing flute very well.
And is there a fish around?
There's probably an illusionary fish going, ha, right about now.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you worry. I've always got it going.
You just have to bring one of your own versions of that fish anywhere you go.
I just cast minor illusion twice. Wait, can I do that?
Can you cast minor illusion on an illusion?
Well, you can have the sound emanating from the fish.
Oh yeah, I guess you could just make a fish that is doing the huh.
Yeah. Can I cast 2 minor illusions and have both out at the same time? Is one. I think I can. It doesn't say I can't.
Casting time 1 action, duration 1 minute. It's not a concentration, so should be fine.
Yeah. Not the fish in my background right here.
Yeah, well, I'll highlight there. All right. So eventually you finish up your meals, and presumably head up to the chamber upstairs, where everyone sleeps. Unless there is anything you want to do down here.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. And we bring the day to a close then. And in the morning, you're woken up by the soft playing of the piano once more.
I make my way downstairs into the tavern.
All right.
About what time would it be right now?
So it's probably about 7-ish in the morning.
Penck is not going to be awake just yet.
And while I'm down there, I'm gonna pull out a book to start writing a song and work on that.
And on your elvish, trance cycle, you of course spend less time sleeping than everyone else. But at the time you get up, Gregor is already up. Interestingly enough, and he's
Who
on
is this guy?
the ground floor, just sipping some water.
Orcs,
or listening to the piano.
they sleep the same amount as humans
As
do.
humans.
Oh, jeez. Morning, Gregor.
Oh, morning, Jeorge. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. What's got you up so early?
Well, I'm not really used to sleeping in the night. Still kind of getting flipped on my sleep schedule there.
I see. Aren't you exhausted though?
No, I got plenty of sleep in the bath, and then got the rest of it last night. So
Oh, well, there you
I'll
go.
rest it up for the day.
Oh,
Hopefully I can
delightful.
get aligned with regular sleep schedules now.
Yeah, It'll come with time.
Hank
You know,
will probably
Joyce
be
is really
awake at
nice on
around
the
8
piano
a.m.
there.
Oh, for sure. Quite lovely playing.
Joyce goes ahead and gets up and, is there anything I can get you for breakfast, George?
Uh, got the usual this morning, correct?
Yeah.
I'll
Three
just,
silver as always.
Yes, let me give that to you. I'll just have whatever I usually have.
Cool, cool. I'll get that cooked up.
Perfect,
Looks
thank
like
you.
Tom's sleeping in a little extra today.
Ah, it's been a long, couple days. He deserves it.
Yeah. Eventually, you go ahead and get your usual.
Yeah, I begin to eat it.
All right. Eventually, Penck and Liam, you probably wake up.
Hmm. I will just head downstairs and probably see the two sitting at the table and join them.
Oh, hey Penck, how's it going?
Ah, it's going good. A little bit groggy, but good.
Sleep all right?
Mm-hmm. Slept okay.
Liam's also gonna make his way down.
Oh, morning, Liam.
Morning.
I will move your date token.
Say, today is Coronation Day. It's already here.
Oh, right, right.
DM question.
Whoops.
When does it start?
Coronation, you did not get a time, if I recall.
Ooh.
Why don't we just sleep through it?
I cast sending to Mayor Eimer right now.
All right, what do you say?
Good morning, Mayor. It is George. What time is the coronation? Also, how are you? Just wanted to check in. Your friend and pal George.
Friend and pal.
Oh, hey George. The coronation is going to be at about midday in the Terrace of Ages.
Easy was like half his words already.
I'm a bit stressed, but excited nonetheless. Your pal, Freddy.
Oh. Alright, so coronation's at midday. So we should head over to the temple soon enough to make it there on time.
How long did it take us to get there last time? Not too long, right?
Go into the
Not too
map
long.
here. Train. Here we go.
I know we took the train, so.
Yeah, I don't think it's too far. It's up in the top of the gold district though, so it's a little bit of a distance.
So let's see. So probably about 15-ish minutes to get to the station. And then
Oh, I need to mark off that I passed it as well.
40 minutes to get over to station of Zone 3. And then probably another 10 to 15 minutes to get to the terrace. So in total, 40 plus 30 is probably like an hour, 10 minutes if you take the train.
So we don't have to head there immediately.
Mm-hmm.
It might help to get there early though, just like get good spots for
advantage or whatever. Or yeah.
Yeah. I guess we should get there a little bit early then. Midday, so around noon. It's currently around 8-ish.
Yeah, and at this point, it's probably about 8.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we've got about 4 hours or so until it starts. How
Yeah.
early were you thinking about being there?
We should be there probably in How much preparation time do you think we need? And how busy do you think it's gonna get?
Mm-hmm. Honestly, no clue.
At the most, we can get there an hour early. We probably don't need to be there that early though. So like I'd say in between an hour and 30 minutes before, just so we can get all situated.
Sounds like a plan. Anything you wanted to do in the meantime?
I can't think of anything myself. Is there anything for you guys?
I don't know. I'm along for the ride. For the adventure.
Would you guys like to play a rousing game of cards while we wait?
Sure.
All right.
I don't see why not.
Perfect. Liam, would you like to join in as well? Perfect. All right.
I'm
What
sorry,
shall we play?
I need to calm down my barking dog real quick. I'm
It's just
sorry.
completely nonverbal at this point.
Is everything all right, Liam?
Out of character, did your side adventure at least go well?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm ever going to actually get around to writing it. But, so yeah, if you wanted to do a mini session on that, we could.
Sure.
I want to write it, but I just don't think I'm going to ever get myself to do that.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm sorry. Dog is calm.
But is dog pet?
Dog was pet,
Okay, that's good.
and cat is on bed.
Nice, nice.
All right, card game time.
Yeah. George, you go ahead and lead it.
All right. Well, is there any card game that's you guys would like to play? We can play good old game of Ragnar's.
True, true. Trying to think. Is blackjack a thing in this world? Just straight up blackjack?
It's probably an equivalent.
Yeah, I feel like we might have already played blackjack. I can't remember exactly.
I know we did on the other.
Was it the other? Never
Campaign.
mind then. We could run blackjack.
Sure. That works for
Why don't
me.
we use like D12s or something to determine what cards we got?
Yeah. Which one's the 12? This one. Right.
Is D12 one of the base die?
Yeah. It's
Here it is. Found it.
it's like a less pokey
Yep.
D20.
I've not used the D12 yet, so.
Oh no.
Well, I suppose I shall be the dealer. So all you have to do is beat me.
So here, let me deal everyone out. Okay. My first card is 7. So, top facing card is 7. I've got one. Flipped over, of course, and then everyone's got their own cards.
And so we roll 2d12s. Is
Mhm.
that how it? Okay.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. And then is there so? Oh, I'm trying to remember. Ace is 11 or 1.
I thought
Mhm.
The
it's
face
11 or 1.
cards are 10. So if you roll a 12, ignore it.
Okay.
Oh,
If you roll a 12, you ignore it.
yes, because there's no 12 value.
Or
Just
just
reroll
11 and
just
12
say-
count
12.
as 10.
Oh,
Yeah, the
yeah.
11, 12 are the face cards.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
And face cards are worth 10, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And 12 could also, or well, so I'd say 11 and 1 can both count as ace, and then you just choose which one, like you would in an actual game. You choose which value you want.
Sure.
So, okay, I guess here. So Ryan,
Who's Ryan?
you're the first. So Gregor, you're the first. So what's your cards, and what would you like to do?
I'd like to. I got 2 8s. Yeah, I think I'll keep them.
You'll keep them.
Yeah.
I do have to get up to 17. So if I don't bow out, I am a beat you.
Okay.
All right, fair enough, Gregor. Liam, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna keep what I got.
All right, and then Penck, what would you like to do?
And so I just need to make double sure. So 12 is either like a face card. It was it?
12 is just 10.
12 is
Yeah,
just
12 is 10.
Okay. And 11 or 1 is ace, and you can choose.
Yes.
Is that an
So, like-
intact Jice jail?
Yes.
No way.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll keep.
All right. So let me flip this other card. I've got a 7 right here and a 5. So I'm at 12. I have to keep going then. It's another 5. So I'm at 17. I stay at 17, don't I? Yes, I stay at 17. All right. So I've got 17. A bit to you, Gregor.
Oh no.
What about everyone else?
I'm gonna flip over my face down card. Are the people who are dealt cards dealt one face up, one face down as well? Or are they both dealt face up? I don't actually remember.
I think
I've got the rules just saved on my.
it's everything's face up except for one of the dealer's cards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pulling up. I have it on my notes app because I was gonna write a program for it. Yeah, each player gets dealt 2 cards face up. The dealer gets one face up and one face down.
Okay, well then you would have already seen that I got a blackjack.
So that's why yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's why I was making double sure about rolling a 12 and 11.
I was like, yeah, fair enough. And then, what did Liam get?
At 20, I had a 10 and a 12.
Oh, well, there you go. So, it beats Gregor, and then you two win. Now that's where we've run through. Would you like to play again?
For the sake of expediency, it's up to you when you say you want to skip forward. So whenever you want
We're
to
gonna
leave.
actually play out every single game.
We're gonna
for the next
play
3 hours.
5 rounds of blackjack with dice. I'm willing to
Yeah,
just
I'm willing to
move
just
on
say we play card games
until
for a bit.
we need to leave.
Yeah.
All right, when do you want to leave?
Oh shit. Okay.
Get there an hour early, so probably leave it around 10ish.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So after about an hour of eating and an hour of playing, there might be overlap between playing and eating as well. You eventually get to about 10 o'clock, at which point any of the breakfast patrons have probably left by now. Other than, yeah, no, it's just you folks in the tavern right now.
Well, let's get moving, I suppose. Gregor, that was a nice nice work you've got going there in these games.
I stick to my guns. What's a gun? I stick to my crossbows. I don't have any crossbows. Oh well. I stick to them.
Let's get
They don't stick to me.
ale.
Captain
can
Lee
be
sticks to his
changed.
guns.
All right, so what are we doing here?
Onward then.
Onward, all right. So the fare for the train is 1 silver piece.
I pay my
Oh,
1
yes.
silver.
I
with
also pay my
anger
1
and
silver.
Rage. No, that's a lie. Penck doesn't care about money. He only cares about money when he doesn't have enough to buy things that he wants. But he's glad to gamble it away.
There's George.
Speaking of gambling,
After the
Uh,
coronation, we'll have plenty of time.
yeah, because the coronation is really the reason why we are staying here, right?
For now.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
I do have other stuff in town I have to get done, but
Mm.
outside of that.
All right, if I switch the map here now, you eventually make your way onto the train. Heading up to the Golden District. And after a bit of a long journey along the train tracks, preferably, you make your way over to Station 3, towards the Terrace of Ages. I don't know what year
It's
that's on.
time.
We'll go back to player for a second here, as I change the map and make sure everything is where it needs to be. So,
Sorry, we're just getting-
approaching the Terrace of Ages with everyone, including Gregor. Actually, I should probably turn that off. You can see that the area is well guarded. There are many more guards on the wall as well as just in the streets compared to a couple days ago when you came and visited. And there does seem to be less gardeners here. In fact, there are no gardeners at this terrace. The priest is still here that I believe Penck spoke to before. No, Jeorge spoke to because Penck was flying around.
Mhm.
And you do see Mayor Eimer at the... can I move people like that? Yes, I can. All right, let's switch them up. You do see Mayor Eimer is situated here as well. Let's go again and get the whole map in the view there. Wow.
Quite the
And
place.
eventually- What?
I was just saying, quite the place.
Ah,
This Terrace of Ages.
but yes, you see Mayor Eimer over here. Just reading through some papers. Doesn't seem to notice you as you approach.
Are we heading over to the mayor?
You're heading wherever you want.
Yeah, I'll walk up to him.
Yeah, let's go to him. Say hi. Catch up a little bit. It's been a long 5 days.
George is very close to the guard color.
That's because I'm guarding Mayor Armor's life.
True.
It's like, this is a little bit lighter. They're like a little less saturated. That's about
All
it.
3 of them are pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's Gregor here, who's a bit green because he's an orc.
He's not just an orc, he's the orc.
He's the only one
Right
that
of
matters.
Zircon. All right, so you all make your way over here. How do you want to introduce yourself or like make yourself known?
Hello, Mayor Armor. Freddy.
How's it going?
It's going well. Just arrived here.
He rolls up whatever paper he was reading and shoves it into a pocket in his robe. It's definitely been a long couple of days of paperwork for me. Have you had at least any adventures, any excitement on your part? There's noises in the background.
We've certainly, we've explored the city. We've got Gregor back. There's Gregor.
Oh, you're the guy I arm wrestled with in the dungeoneering hall, right? Righto, I forgot about that. You put up a good show.
Right-o!
Right.
I'm always up for a rematch if you're interested. Oh no, I could never impose knowing that you're a mayor now. Ooh.
Now, this is a recent development.
It is to Gregor.
It is to Gregor.
Besides, my pride definitely took a couple hits when my hand hit the floor or the table every time. Definitely well trained, I'll say that much. Yeah, the Chadwicks over in Dolam definitely put you through the ringer. Well, it's probably going to be about so you went about 10 to 11, probably another 30-40 minutes until the ceremony commences. Basic rundown is some officials from Citrine, representing Edelstein, will, lead the ceremony, but a couple officials from both Smeraldi and Oradon will come in and just oversee things, since they need to, keep up to date for making sure the gem system's all neat and tidy. But yeah, I'll be picking Dolam's new name during the ceremony, so hopefully there's some good ones available.
It's being renamed.
Yes, to whatever Hearthstone I get to choose. As you can see up over there is Citrine's, frankly, gigantic Hearthstone, but that's, I guess, to be expected with the Hearthstone of the continent, basically. I'm gonna get a much smaller one delivered to Dolam, or whatever its new name is gonna be, and that'll allow us to link up to the gem system and get communications much easier through the country, along with a lot of other small benefits, such as different protections and tax things that you probably don't even care about. But suffice to say, getting to be a gem city is definitely a benefit for the town.
Let's see, they've got quite the bit of security around.
Yeah, I always knew there was going to be a fair bit of security, seeing as the king himself is making a show. But didn't expect it to be this, this detailed.
The king himself is going to be here.
Yes, apparently he's in charge of making the final calls and giving a speech and all that. I mean, he just lives, how close is this? A couple of miles to the west in the Platinum Palace.
Oh, right.
So, supposedly he's making a show. Actually, I haven't even seen what the new king looks like since he got sworn in. They haven't, Dolam at least hasn't received any new, photographs or paintings, any images of the new king.
Would Penck have heard anything about this? Like the king and everything, and the appointment of king?
Roll me just a general history check.
I'll roll it on the funny die. Yeah, wow! Not one.
Not one? No idea.
And that's why it's the funny die.
I mean, kings probably replace other kings or queens depending on who was in power before. There have been both kings and queens of Edelstein, and it's probably one family, or maybe it changes out. You don't know.
So basically, I know nothing. Which is just about what I was expecting. I'm gonna be honest. That's about right.
I do not know what's going on behind Morgan's camera, but apparently it's something interesting.
Is it a cat?
My touchpad is like wearing out or something, so occasionally the cursor will just do whatever the heck it wants to do,
Interesting.
and not ideal. Good. Disable it and turn my mouse on. I was logging in that one, trying to.
All right.
Also, important question: has Jeorge mended anything recently?
Has Jeorge mended anything recently?
I did last session.
Gregor's clothes, yeah.
Okay.
Gregor's clothes.
Yeah.
I have started a tally for that.
Hey, it's an
I
important
can't.
thing to do.
Oh, did I mend Finn's clothes as well? Did he have anything to mend?
I don't think you mended anything of Finn's.
Oh, you tried to mend the splintered boards of the roof of Station 13 or 14.
Right.
Yeah.
Just kind of put some of the splinters back in place. It didn't kind of repair them too much.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
2 men's recently.
That's 2 men's.
Yeah. So, is there a place we should, settle down to watch this coronation or anything? So the only people who will be sitting during the ceremony are the officials from each country. Everyone else either stands up or, as far as I know, I walk up the stairs there and I kneel while the procedures are carried out. Other than that, you could always go. you can always enter one of the buildings there and see if you're high society enough to blend in with the rich folk. But
Yeah.
otherwise, you can just stay out here in the courtyard.
I
Penck
mean,
is
I
literally
could.
high society. He can get up there pretty high.
I mean, I could certainly try my luck with that. Could try to blend in. Could be a fun little thing to do.
It's entirely up
I've
to
got
you.
these. I've got these fine clothes. I can switch into them.
I mean,
I mean, I
Liam
might
has the
as well,
ability to
too.
have. Liam has the ability to have like a +9 to a charisma check if he so chose.
That
So
It's going to be interesting.
would be very useful.
Wait, just charisma?
it's a +5 to charisma. So like his persuasion, which is already a +4, could be up to like a +9.
Okay. Yeah. I see now.
Will Liam
Brilliant.
do it though?
I don't know if Liam would use this to.
exactly.
In fact,
It's entirely up
actually,
to
I
you.
think it would be appropriate to switch into these clothes. Haven't worn them in, since I was in Jasper, I guess.
Where are you changing?
It's in the courtyard.
I mean, I could check one of the buildings for an area to change. That would be probably my only option.
What do
This
you
was
want to be
not
doing?
what thought outside me. Yeah, I'm gonna go check one of the buildings, see how I can manage.
All right, are you going to the north one or the south one?
I'll go to the south one.
South one. All right. So I'll grab George here. So you have to head all the way out and around to the other side of the building. I'll just put you over here for now. So at the front of the building, there is an elvish woman in pale blue silk cloths, or clothes. Pale blue silk dress. That's the word. Very simple earrings, and sort of hair done up into a sort of, I guess, like a Bayonetta 2, I think, hair. Like that, whatever that, like,
What,
thing
like
is
the
called. With the
long
big bun.
ponytail?
Or maybe it's Bayonetta 1. I don't know. It's one of the Bayonettas.
One of the Bayonettes.
Google. 1. Hair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Bayonetta 1.
Like a bun on top that keeps flowing down as well.
Yeah. So probably, big bun up top, and then it flows probably down to about shoulder length.
Yeah, I would imagine this elven woman does not have nearly as much hair as Bayonetta does.
No. Hello.
Hello. I was just gonna enter so I can change into some more appropriate clothes for this occasion.
And who are you here for?
Oh, I'm here with the mayor.
The mayor who's
Being coronated,
getting
yes.
coronated. Persuasion check.
All right. Shit.
Oh no.
That's a 9.
Likely story. And what exactly are you planning to change into? You look quite rough, shall we say?
Are my clothes like ragged or just like normal clothes?
Normal clothes.
All right.
I would assume you've mended everything possible on your clothes.
I just want to make sure that I have. So I go into my bag and pull out my fine clothes. Just say, These clothes, for the special occasion.
She goes ahead and inspects them. Very well. The loo is just on the inside to the left.
Perfect, thank you.
And I can't name here. What's his name? Goddard can guide you in and around. And you see this this Goliath walk up out of the door.
Hello, Goddard. All right, lead
Hello?
the way.
Actually, he doesn't even say anything. He just looks at you.
Perfect. Not the Goliath man coming out.
All right. So you presumably head to the bathroom.
And yeah, I change into my clothes.
And what are the other two of you doing?
I'll probably just be looking around the area in general for places. Maybe sneakily take off and see if there's any super high places that I could get a good vantage point from.
All right. Let's see. Aarakocra don't really wear much, so they wouldn't be able to class you off of your clothes because you don't have any.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just wearing
you got the
armor.
goggles. All right, go ahead and give me a stealth check for finding a place to fly up somewhere stealthily.
I can definitely do that one. Finally, I get to use my best stat. And I needed it. That's going to be a 12.
A 12. All right,
I have a
then.
+7 to stealth.
Very well. So also just go ahead and this is free. So there is a lower platform here on each of the buildings, as well as a higher platform that encompasses most of the roof. The roof kind of disappears at that point. So you have the sort of upper area here, the lower area here. You could also try and get on the wall, or up on this roof here, which I can actually take down. Terrace. There we go. Whoop, that's the whole thing.
Oh,
There we go. So I can take off the roof. So there's a roof supported above there as well.
Okay.
That if you want, you can try and fly up there.
I don't think I'm gonna fly onto the terrace itself. I think I'll just go to some of the buildings that are nearby.
All right. Grab Penck here. You gonna try and fly up on the north or south building?
Let's do north.
North. All right, flying up here. Doing it as slyly as possible as to not make too much noise. This guard here does see you fly up and says, "Oi, what you up to?"
Oh, I'm gonna fly over to him because yeah. Hey,
Mr. Penck.
Hand on crossbow.
sorry, I'm just seeing if I can get like a good vantage point for the ceremony that's about to happen. I don't want to be down with all the people.
Fair enough.
That sounds
I
hella
get-
suspicious.
I get how some of the people of the Golden District can be, and efficiently, certainly how you wouldn't want to mix in with anyone from the Silver or Copper District. Very well. Yeah, we have the roofs here for the higher society. You can certainly situate yourself up here. Apparently, they're having a little dinner party on the inside, or I guess a lunch party inside, if you're curious about that.
All right, thank you.
Oh, and we would prefer if you don't fly during the ceremony. It's
Yeah, of course.
less to keep track of.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you very much.
All right.
And I will continue flying. I will fly up there because he just let me do it.
How did that work?
How did that work?
I like that you flew up to his face and was like, "I'm gonna be here," and he was like, "Yeah, that makes sense."
I wouldn't want to associate with the scum.
Yeah, no, that part was like, whoa, hey, buddy.
You didn't even have to
You
make a
found
persuasion check
the
for that.
right guard. You found like the one guard who
Yeah,
let that shit fly.
this is like literally the one dude like of every single guard here that would have been like,
The
yeah, sure, buddy.
incredibly classist guy.
Yeah, man.
Meanwhile, George is getting all fancy just to. He's gonna get there, and Penck's gonna be surrounded by people just kind of socializing.
Well, George
Just
went
in
to
their
the south
face,
building,
like,
right?
yeah, I'm in the south building.
So you can wave at each other.
Yeah, once I get changed, I would like to try to make my way up to one of the higher patios.
Oh, and actually, yeah, Penck just had a bath yesterday, so his feathers are very nice and immaculate. So yeah, you're just blending in with high society. I mean, granted, there's no one on the roof right now, but
I'm looking just about as spiffy as I can be for an air coconut.
yeah, doesn't seem like anyone's going to question you based off your looks. Now, Liam.
Just chilling in the courtyard. Probably keeping a sharp eye out for anybody acting suspicious and cagey.
Sure. The only people around right now are the guards and the priest. If you want to insight any of them, you can go ahead.
Can I just do like a general? I don't have anybody specific I'd want to insight on, but could I just do like a general?
Just perception.
Yeah, to see if anybody's acting weird, and then insight on anybody who might be acting a little suspicious, depending on if I actually see anything suspicious.
Yeah, go ahead. Perception.
It's gonna be a 12.
12.
Mhm.
For the most part, all of the guards are kind of just standing around waiting for things to happen. The priest himself is sort of like just by hand, like brushing off any sort of dust or dirt that had fallen onto or that had been kicked up or blown up onto the main platform of the terrace. Other than that, it's about all anyone's doing. They don't look out of place.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just continue to wait by myself, all alone,
Well, I'm here with you.
with Gregor.
And Mayor Eimer's also there, but he's pulled out his paper again and he's continuing to read.
Yeah. I think William's just gonna be there, keeping an eye out for anything weird. He's just kind of paranoid. Other than that, he's not gonna do anything.
Actually, I should double check something. Yeah. According to this paper I've got here, this terrace is almost 5,000 years old. Apparently it dates all the way back to the Divinity War. Certainly, made good on keeping it up, preserving it all these years. And we go back to, well, Jeorge, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. George, Goddard is standing at the door of the restroom when you or of the loo when you exit.
If you don't
And
mind me
can,
asking,
yeah, go ahead.
if you don't mind me asking, Goddard, could you lead me up to like the patio area so I can watch the coronation when it starts?
Without a word, he just stares at you, motions you to follow, and do you follow?
I do follow.
He leads you back to the front door.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right. And so, are your fancy clothes from basically your time in Jasper?
Yeah.
Well, you certainly cleaned up a little bit better. Now, you say you're with the mayor. I don't really buy that. What is your status? Who are you affiliated with? Certainly have some sort of
I
higher look to you now that you've changed into actual clothes.
I flourish my left wrist and I say, "Just look at this. Look at this ring. I'm a member of House Egoish of Jasper."
Persuasion check with advantage.
15.
15. Fair enough. You certainly clean up well, and you've got at least a little bit of an air about you. Feel free to join the rest of the folk inside.
Oh yes, that would be lovely. Thank you.
Very well.
Should I just follow Goddard again?
You are able to go about your business. Goddard will stay up here with me.
All right. I'll head up there then. Thank you.
All right. Heading back in past the main hallway now, going in through the main doors that you can hear some chatter behind. There does seem to be a bit of a feast, or a dinner party, or I guess a lunch party, going on inside the main area of this building. There are people either to the side at tables eating various hors d'oeuvres, or people in the center either dancing or conversing as they please on the main floor. Additionally, there are stairs off to the right that would lead to the second floor, or presumably the roof.
I'll head up there, up the stairs.
Up the stairs, all right. On the second floor, you can see that there is, above the main floor of the first floor, there's a balcony that looks down onto things, and there are a few people conversing up there. Various people going into just different rooms to look at either, different art collections that are in here, or just different rich people rooms, basically, extra rooms that don't really serve any purpose. There are a couple rooms that are closed off, and then next to the stairs that led you to this floor, there is a ladder that seems to go to the roof. Or I guess it's more slanted, so it's kind of like just a steep stair. Something you would see in probably something like a ship.
Right. I guess I continue going up.
All right. You make your way up to the roof. George, there you are. And you do see that there is a guard situated up here on the roof, just keeping watch over the walkway. Yo, cat!
Cat! Oh my god.
I thought the guard
Yo!
was saying like, "Yo!"
Yeah, for a second. Is this which one is this? This one looks familiar.
This is my boy Apollo.
Apollo, yeah.
He's gonna cost me $100 when I have to fix him sometime during break.
Apollo, you.
But he's a boy, so he needs. Don't step on the keyboard.
Apollo activates Eldritch Blast.
Roll damage dice.
I'm now scrolling
just-
up to look at Sad Kitty.
Oh, man.
Oh, oh,
Gun cat. Let's
Tactical
go.
cat. Oh boy, he's purring.
Pew pew pew. It's mew mew mew. Meow meow.
He's just chilling.
Oh, where is it? Where is it? Hold on.
Yo, we got cat. And eventually some time passes and the people inside the dinner areas, inside the buildings, having their various rich people parties, either move up to the roof as well as just move towards the windows, towards the balcony, or just onto the balcony, as well as a bunch of civilians that also gather out here as well. And at this point, you hear a rumbling of thunder to the south.
Oh. The coronation about to get
As
canceled.
lightning strikes the Hearthstone. A pillar of, even bigger than lightning, a massive, just crackling pillar of light flows into the Hearthstone here. And that is where we're going to take our break.
What?
Damn.
What? The Hearthstone is this is either part of the ceremony or the Hearthstone is gone.
Well, shoot.
We will watch the cat
Guess
play.
we're gonna find out.
Yeah. Hold on. Watching cat play is more important than getting food.
All right. So we bring things back in, if everyone's ready, with a large bolt of light sandwich flying in to the Hearthstone in the terrace here. We can switch to map. As the light filters through the Hearthstone, 4 figures appear in the terrace. Go ahead and remove the top there. 6 figures. 2 important looking figures, each with 2 guards. Okay, there it is. One is a middle-aged dwarf, wearing a dark red suit with brighter red accents, including a bright red ascot. And the other is an old wingless falcon, Aarakocra, wearing a yellow ascot and a brooch, covered in various large scars, carving out chunks of what would be feathered areas. And as I stated, each of them have 2 guards behind them. They each make their way up the stairs and over to 2 of the respective seats. As they begin sitting down, another bolt of light from the northwest-ish area also flies into the Hearthstone, revealing 6 more figures. Whoop. There are once again 2 important looking figures, along with 2 guards each. One of them is a fully white-skinned male, fully, no pigment whatsoever. It's just pure white, wearing bronze robes with well-styled salt and pepper hair slicked back, and a huge brown hipster-like mustache. The other one is a high elvish woman in pale blue robes that match her pale blue eyes, along with straight, long hair that's neither silver nor gold, but some weird superposition of the two. These figures go ahead and make their way up the stairs and over to their respective seats. At this point, down the throughway here, so Gregor is going to have to get out of the way. He gets moved over here. He's going to stand on this side next to Liam, and then Liam's going to... Everyone just kind of shuffles. Hopefully that works for everyone. Down the throughway here is... This would be a blue tiefling woman with deep purple hair. And, reading the description, braided deep purple hair and stubby horns, wearing a red tailcoat with a pin on the lapel resembling a golden mass balance. And at her waist, Jeorge, probably too far away to recognize this, but Liam, you would probably recognize this as a silver mechanical timepiece, and it is currently closed. So she goes ahead and makes her way over through the terrace and walks over to her respective chair. Next is a rather elderly-looking gnome with a long, droopy beard and small spectacles that sit at the end of his pointy nose. Along with him, he's carrying a satchel that is absolutely stuffed with scrolls. He too makes his way over to his respective seat. And finally, just behind them, is a rather regal-looking figure. This is the king himself, Adalbert the 19th. A human, relatively young, maybe late 20s, early 30s, with a tall, somewhat lengthy, lanky complexion, a longer haircut with a slight chin beard and almost the, complexion of live-action Shaggy. If you want to have a mental image for what this guy looks like. But he's wearing a silver silk robe encrusted with gems of all kinds, and a bold platinum crown with a probably about 3-inch hexagonal cut citrine in the center, joined on each side by 2 round onyx crystals. And then under his robe is draconic scale mail armor with platinum joints and accents. And he makes his way there. At which point we will start the coronation music, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And Jason recognizes it. Actually, I think I manually made this quieter, so I'll turn it up a little bit. Hopefully that's a good volume for everyone. He makes his way past everyone. All the way up the stairs to the central seat. He turns around, has a bow before sitting down. Eimer says over to you, Liam. I guess it's time to get things underway. The priest here, if I can find him... Priest, there we go. Makes his way up onto the terrace here and announces, "Okay, everyone, it is time to commence the ceremony. This will be the official coronation of the Gem City to be, Dolan. And now, King Adalbert will continue the rest of the ceremony as he steps down once again and walks over to the side. The king goes ahead and stands up in front of his chair. And the priest motions for Mayor Eimer to come over to the terrace here. And so he turns to you, Liam, and says, "All right, I guess this is my time," and makes his way over. And stops in the center of the terrace here. The king goes ahead and clears his throat and begins. Esteemed citizens of Citrine, today we gather here at the Terrace of Ages, home to the heartstone of Citrine, and former gathering place of gods. On this auspicious 9th day of Reagan in the year 16180 of the crystalline era, to celebrate a monumentous occasion in the history of our great kingdom, just as our ancestors have done for millennia. It is with immense pride and joy that I, King Adelbert Niels Ernst Louis Higgs the 19th, stand before you to announce that the city of Dolum shall henceforth take upon a new name and be classified among the most prosperous cities in the kingdom of Edelstein. In the great history of our country, through divine wars and the tyranny of arbiters, we have witnessed the rise and fall of a multitude of cities, each leaving behind a unique legacy tied to its name, a reflection of its people's indomitable spirit and unwavering dedication. Dolum is, of course, no exception. From its humble beginnings as a small sand quarry and fishing settlement to its current diversified cornucopia of prosperity, including the affordable Westland College catering to aspiring mages, the implementation of a diverse range of crops through polycultural practices, and the presence of an evidently effective cobblestoning training facility. Today, it is now my great privilege to present Mayor Frederick Eimer the choice of his great city's new name. He motions for Mayor Eimer to approach. Mayor Eimer makes his way up off the terrace and up the stairs, at which point he kneels in front of the king. The king motions over to the gnomish individual who walks over and presents Mayor Eimer with a scroll. Mayor Eimer goes ahead and takes probably about a minute to read through everything that is available on the scroll before saying a word to the gnome here, who says a word to the king. The gnome goes ahead and walks back. At which point Mayor Eimer goes ahead and, whoop, that's still the gnome, goes ahead and takes a step to the side here. The king turns to the audience, turns to Mayor Eimer first. Very well. The gemstone garnet, chosen by our ambitious Mayor Frederick Eimer, not only represents the legacy of one of the original Gem City titles, but also the inner fire in both its leader and its community now. Just as Garnet is known for its deep and fiery red, Garnet, the city, burns with a passion for progress, a commitment to excellence, and the undying sense of community. Garnet has now earned its place among the most prosperous cities of Edelstein. Its trade has flourished, its culture has blossomed, and its citizens have thrived. The prosperity of Garnet is a testament to the dedication of its people, their unwavering commitment to the principles of diligence, of innovation, and of unity. As we celebrate Garnet's coronation as a gem city, let us also remember the great prosperity that comes with it and the load of responsibilities that follow. Let us continue to support and uplift one another, to protect and preserve the precious resilience that has brought us this far from the Age of Arbiters. And let us ensure that Garnet remains a shining example for all cities in the Kingdom of Edelstein to follow. To Mayor Frederick Eimer, who has led Garnet with wisdom and foresight, I extend my heartfelt congratulations on this momentous decision. May your leadership continue to guide Garnet to even greater heights. Thank you for your past, present, and future contributions to our kingdom and the legacy of Garnet. And with that, we bring our coronation to a close. Those of you who wish to, you may attend the various events going on in the nearby buildings and have a great rest of your day. And he sits back down. Mayor Eimer makes his way down the stairs. And at this point, more people, as he walks down, some of the people start to head out. Some of the people start to convene with each other and have their own conversations. And a lot of the individuals that had come through the beams of light, presumably, go and approach the king. So we'll get these people heading over here with their guards. Sure. And these people heading over there as well. And they begin to have a conversation with the king. Mayor Armor comes over to just Liam and Gregor, who are the only ones to greet him. Well, that is a lot of stress building up. But I suppose that's, well, I guess it's final now. I'm now the leader of a gem city. That's going to be a lot of extra responsibilities for sure, but I guess I'm ready. Ready as I'll ever be, I suppose.
At this point, Penck is probably going to fly back down from the building and head over to where they are.
Can I use Gust to break my fall if I jump out down?
It's probably gonna break like 5 Newton, not even 5 Newtons. It's probably gonna break like, yeah, we'll say 5 Newtons of force out of however many hundreds of your fall.
Yeah.
So Penck, you begin to fly down, and the guard next to you goes, "Wait!" But at that point, you're already on the ground.
Ceremony's over. I'm not going to yell that back, but
I'm going to make my way out of the building and towards the group.
All right, Jeorge, you end up making your way over behind Penck, but eventually, you all get back to convene with each other.
Well, congratulations, Mayor of Garnet.
Yeah, that's going to get taking some used to. That's going to take getting some used to. Oh, boy. Well,
First order of business should be to get a secretary. So you don't have to do all that paperwork again.
Yeah, I think it's within my coffers to hire a secretary here. My sister usually takes care of most of the secretarial duties in Garnet now. She's probably going to have her hands full too, seeing as she's currently, acting as temporary mayor. Ooh.
So what's the plan now? Are you just going to be heading back to Garnet?
Well, for now, I'm probably going to be swamped with even more paperwork. Getting things in order to get the new Heartstone sent over to Garnet, and arranging certain transports and such. But I'll be here for probably at least another week, at which point I will get, my own citrine provided convoy back to Garnet. And so you're free to, go off and do whatever you please. I will be well taken care of. And so will my city. Now that we're back in the system. At which point I'm going to go ahead and switch over from the Coronation music over just to the Terrace of Ages music, which I was supposed to be playing earlier, but I forgot to put it on. Oh boy. Well, at the very least, I think some celebration might be in order. I'm gonna go
sure.
check out one of the parties here.
You do that. I think that's the thing you need for sure.
And Mayor Eimer, I guess, he just heads out, walks off into the distance. So long, and safe travels, I suppose.
Same to you.
And actually, one of these guards also goes with him. Can I grab the right guard out of the folder that's just full of guard? Maybe. I think he's this guard. Nope. Wrong guard. This guard. This guard. Ha! He goes off and follows Mayor Eimer, now as his personal guard.
Did he actually make sure that it was a good guard he has following him now?
They haven't spoken as far as you know.
Well,
I mean, they were standing close by when you got here, so it's possible.
Hey, they are with the mayor. They're doing better than his original city guards were.
That's true.
Well, guess that's an end of an era.
Yeah.
And the start of a new adventure, probably, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be something. We can't just stop here now.
So, out of DM question,
Mhm.
how long has it been since we first arrived to now Garnet?
Well, you all arrived in the city at different days. But if we go over
Right.
to the calendar here,
When did we all convene together? Rather to
When was the fish
so the
festival?
Salmon Festival was
when was the fish
1 month
festival?
ago.
1 month ago to the day.
Yeah. You've all been adventuring for a month now. That's actually interesting how that lines up. That was not planned.
To Friday the 13th.
Every month
All
is
Fridays
just
are 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah, all 13ths are Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how the 28-day month works.
Mm-hmm.
if it starts
Well, I guess
on
I could
Sunday
shift
at least.
the Monday to be the first or something, but
No, it's perfect. Well, I myself, now that the coronation's over, should be attending to some personal matters, but I imagine I'll be back at Oldson's later tonight.
All right.
So yes, if you will excuse me.
Of course.
do you want me to go with you?
No, I'll meet back up with everyone later tonight. But it should be all good for the rest of today, probably. I'll send in if something changes.
No, all right. Well, have fun, I guess.
Thank you very much. Have fun to you too.
And now we split the party again.
Yeah.
party splitting.
I He has a... Does he have a thing? I'm gonna try using my crystal connector to contact my father.
All right. What do you say?
Hello, father. It is Jeorge. I am making my way to your location now. See you soon. Your son, Errand.
All right. Flash is green.
Oh, good. He does have one.
Yeah, you would know he has one.
Yeah. Yeah. And
All
then
right.
I move on to... Where was it? Wrote it down.
And I'm gonna
Wait.
check something.
Okay, we were at the Terrace of the Progenitor, right?
This is the Terrace of Ages.
Terrace of Ages. Okay. I have to make my way to an inn near the Temple of the Progenitor.
Mm-hmm.
Which can't be too far, because we're in the Golden District.
Question is, where is the Temple of the Progenitor?
It's a very good question. I approach a guard to ask.
Hello there.
Hello, I was wondering if you could give me directions.
To where?
The
would you need
Temple
to
of
go?
the Progenitor.
That would be pretty much straight south of here.
All right, perfect. And do you know of any inns within that area?
Any inns? I mainly stick to District 3 here, and the Temple of the Progenitor, or Zone 3 here. The Temple of the Progenitor is in Zone 7. So unfortunately, I'm not too aware of any of the local inns in that area. But I have been, and I recall there was one of the adjacent or adjoining buildings was an inn, if not more of them.
Perfect.
Or
Well,
adjacent
thank you for your
buildings, not
help.
adjoining. Yeah, sure. Enjoy the temple.
Thank you.
All right, and I will prepare that map because I do have it here.
Oh, and while we're walking, or I'm walking, I re-equip my leather armor.
Do you stop by one of the buildings to change back into your regular clothes?
Nah, I'll just wear the fine clothes for the rest of the day.
All right. All right. Let's see. Move back to Terrace of Ages. Here we go.
Big Red.
Big Red.
Always. Already, like,
Is this your third one or still your second one?
just my second.
Okay.
It would be my third if my sister hadn't drank the last of the big red cans we had yesterday.
I see.
But she got home right as the session was beginning with another 12-pack, so.
Fueling the addiction.
Me and her have decided to take turns buying the 12-packs.
Well, no. Liam might have daddy issues.
Where's
I was going to say non-daddy
Yeah,
issue
questioning.
group, but Liam might have daddy issues. I'd
say he has slight issues with his dad, yes.
Yeah.
I don't think Penck has daddy issues.
Jeorge kind of has family problems with his father.
It wasn't problems with his family. It was problems with his tribe and overall for Penck.
Non-George party, non-Elvish party. What do you want to be up to?
Mm. Do either of you have anything that you wanted to be getting done today, other than going here?
I mean, maybe going to see if there's anything else that needs helping
Yeah, we could go to
Oh.
the
rescue wise.
yeah, doing rescue stuff or the quest board that's at the inn. They have stuff that's usually related to the humanitarian stuff.
All right, so you all head off to the, I guess, back towards Oldson.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, y'all will be traveling for, probably about an hour and 10 minutes. So we will
Mhm.
flip back over to Jeorge, who's just walking over to the temple. Pretty easy journey there. You make your way over to, there we go, over in front of the Temple of the Progenitor. There are a handful of people around here. And we'll just switch back to player view because there's not a lot to see here. There are just a handful of people hanging around here. If there's anyone for the temple, or anyone who works at the temple, they're probably inside. Although when you get to here, you do hear a voice behind you. This seems to be a woman's voice. I presume you're Erjor?
Yes. Who am I speaking with?
All right. That is a pretty high check there. You feel, I guess I should, okay, so, you feel something hard clash against your armor and scrape off. Well, go ahead and roll initiative.
Nice going, George. Go get yourself a tackle, don't you?
Of course, yeah. Great. All right.
I'm sorry, did I hear roll initiative?
Roll initiative.
Yes.
I rolled a nat 1.
Well,
Oh, no.
wow.
Well then.
George dies. The end.
Oh, I'm so... Have I just been
Does
betrayed?
let's see, what is the plus on
Oh
this?
no, it's Siva.
Actually, your base AC is 14, so yeah, natural 15 would probably hit.
A natural 15 would probably hit. I'm so glad. Well, it doesn't matter here, but I'm so glad I put my armor back on.
Hey, it at least gave you the opportunity to roll initiative and jump away. Unfortunately, the natural one kind of ruined that, but
Ruined everything.
go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. This is where the combat's happening? Was not ready for
Oh
this.
yeah, I should probably switch over to battle music, eh?
That is an 8.
No, I think it'd be really funny to just have nice calm music in the background while
Hey,
George
yeah,
is dying.
we're in a temple. It's not the terrace, but
Well, you're in front of the temple. You're not in the temple, So
boy.
you
Oy vey.
are now paralyzed. That was a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Wow.
DC 15? Oh
DC 15.
no.
They are not messing
Ooh, my
around.
dear.
George is in a bad spot.
Wait,
Only he had Gregor come with him.
did you roll damage?
Oh yes, good point.
Ah,
That's going to be what is the plus for that? That one I would actually.
Wait, Oh, I'm dead. Like I'm just straight up dead. Hopefully not.
how does paralysis work exactly? Like,
If I'm remembering from Baldur's Gate correctly, which is basically the same.
yeah.
You can't move, and I think either all attacks have advantage on you, or automatically crit, or both.
So that is 6 damage onto you.
All right.
Depending on the
And-
paralysis, though, you probably get to re-roll that Constitution check at the beginning of each turn or something.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's the only thing I can do while I'm paralyzed.
Now this attacker did leave the blade in you. So at the start of your turn, go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw.
It's my
as
turn
this
now.
poison seems or continues to flow into you.
Ooh, hey, you said it's DC 15, right?
DC 15.
I got a 15.
Ooh.
All right. So the knife is still in you. You do get at least a little bit of movement. But that Constitution check was to see how badly it progressed. Same DC, so 15.
Right, okay. Oh, no.
You've got one action or movement. You've got one turn.
Oh, so I can move?
A little bit.
Or, like,
Probably
I
up to
can
5 feet.
make an
Like,
action.
if you need to move your arms or something to do a spell or something, you can do that.
Right. I can't, like, move out of the square, but I can
Right.
move-ish. I'm too far away for any help to come anytime soon. AFO? How many people do I see who is attacking me?
They attacked you from behind. They did attack you from a shorter angle. But you did not get a good look at their face.
Can I see their body in general?
I'll say as you fall, give me a perception check just to see, what you sort of glimpse from that.
You said perception, right?
Yeah, perception.
That's 21.
21. You see that this is a cloaked and masked, probably about halfling or gnomish stature.
Okay, I'm gonna cast lesser restoration on myself.
Ooh, okay. Lesser restoration. Does that get rid of paralysis?
Yes, it does.
Oh.
Can you cast it if you're paralyzed?
So he did save that, or he did make that save.
Yeah, I made a save and got the roll.
All right. Lesser restoration. Is there any sort of check with that, or?
No, it just happens.
All right. I suppose this is where the fun begins.
So that's my action.
That is your action, yes.
That's my action. Okay. I'm
The knife
gonna-
is still in you, by the way.
I'll take the knife out. I guess that'll be what I do. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Okay. So now that brings it to this individual's turn.
So aren't there two people? There's the woman, and then there's the masked person.
That masked person is the woman, as far as you can tell.
Oh,
You've only seen one
okay.
figure so
Okay. Oh. Okay, I'm in less danger than I thought I was.
far. And you said you used the bonus action to remove the knife?
Yes.
Okay. So that's your turn. That brings it over to this individual's turn now. They're going to go for... they already left their dagger in you, so they're going to pull out their sword now and go for 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, that is not very good on the rolls. They're in some sort of shock. They roll a... that's going to be a If I can do math, that's 11 and a 12. I don't believe either of those hit.
Ooh, no, they do not.
So in their sort of panic that you're up now, they jump back, and in their motion, they fail both hits. They just graze off your armor. All right, and they will use their movement to flee, allowing you an attack of opportunity around the corner here.
All right. Let me roll that. I will take the opportunity and slash with my scimitar. Does a 5 hit?
5, unfortunately, does not hit, as this individual continues to scurry away. That's you. I need to grab this person. So it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, 25 is halfling movement, right? Yeah, 25. And they don't have a bonus action dash, so yes, that is where they're going to leave things. It is now your turn.
I'm gonna turn the corner, chasing after, and cast.
All right.
Cast hold
15
person.
or 10, 15. How far do you want to go? All the way?
I'll go 20. So I'm still
5, 10, 15,
out of
20. So about there?
Yeah. And I'll cast hold person.
All right. What is the DC there?
Wisdom 14.
14. Is this person wise? No, they've got a +0 to wisdom. All right. They seize up.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, how the turntables.
And then, I'm gonna cast a first level healing word on myself.
Okay. Is that 2 leveled spells? Or is healing word a cantrip?
Yes. Healing word is a spell.
Okay, so you can't do both
But
of them
it's-
on the same turn.
It's a bonus action spell.
Right. So the rule with 2 spells in one turn is you can do a leveled spell and a cantrip. But, you know, even with one's in action and one's bonus action, you still can't cast 2 leveled spells in one turn. There
Okay.
might be a class that allows you to get past that, but I don't think you're that.
Probably not. Okay. Then I instead.
Oh, and also, while turning this corner now, there is. Whoop, that's you. So here's the first individual you saw. There is another individual. First individual is held, though.
Okay. I think. Are there any guards nearby?
Not that you can see. You would remember there was a guard patrolling around the temple here.
Okay. I think that's just the end of my turn then.
Yeah, we'll just put the guard over that way. So he's patrolling somewhere off that way. All right. After that, the initiative would come to. You can close the shop tables. That is a natural 3. So that would be the first individual you saw. They're going to make another save against your hold person, right? Or does
Yeah.
that just lock up?
At the end of each of its turns, it can make another saving throw.
All right. So it just this person falls forward, taking, I believe, 1d4 of damage, and takes 3 damage from just falling flat
Let's
on their
go.
face. And then they're going to make a save. That's a natural 3. I don't think that's going to break their.
It does not. It's same
Alright.
DC for breaking out.
All right. So they're held. And after them would be this second individual who's going to take a step. Well, their friend is prone, so they could just shoot over you. This is also another shorter individual. They're going to take a crossbow attack at you. That's going to be a 12 to hit. I don't think that
That
hits.
misses.
And it's going to use its second action to just reload.
It's second
right.
action?
Multi-attack, yeah.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So it brings it back to your turn.
A concentration spell. That means, like, what can I not do from concentrating on a spell?
Other concentration spells.
Okay. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on target 2. Assassin 2, whoever they are.
All right. Go ahead and... Is that a roll to hit or is that a save?
It's 2 rolls to hit.
2 rolls to hit.
So,
all right.
The first is a 25.
That hits.
The second is a 22.
That hits.
All right.
Those people are
So-
not going to do well.
All right. Then I do... Oh, that's minimum damage. I do 4 total points of damage.
A whopping 4. Do they have any resistances? Not to Eldritch Blast, they don't.
I was about to say, if they have force resistance, I'm going to be really worried for my health.
All right, that brings us back to the one who's on the ground. They're going to get up, or they're going to attempt to get up. That is a 14 to save.
Ooh, that works.
All right. They shake off the hold person. They sort of, you see their muscles sort of relax a little bit as they use half of their movement to stand up. And they go for... They're going to charge in again. And they're going to move towards you. 5 feet. And go for 2 more attacks. Oh! That's going to be a natural 15 and a natural 20.
Ooh, both of those do hit.
Those do hit. All right. So let's see what happens here. So that's going to be some damage. Whoop. There we go. So if I can math, that is a 6 plus 3. So that's going to be 9 for the first hit. And then that's going to be 3 plus 3 is going to be 6. So in total, 15 damage for those 2 attacks. Oh, but they're using 2 hands. So actually, reconsider that. That's going to be re-rolled. All right. So that's going to be a 4 and a 6 plus 6. That's going to be 16 damage total.
All right.
And then that is going to be their turn. The other one is going to take out what looks to be a very similar dagger to the one that you pulled out. And they're going to chuck it at you.
Oh,
It's going to be a natural 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Which does...
At least it's only 1d4.
2 plus 3, so that's going to be another 5 damage. And that's going to be a Constitution saving throw. Again, DC 15.
No!
Oh my
Shoot.
god.
Okay.
This is not good.
Okay. I could have run away. That's an 11.
11 does not save. All right, you are once again paralyzed. That was their attack.
But now it's
They
my
did
turn.
They do have a second attack, but I don't
They
think they're
do.
going to use it here. They are going to move in closer, I think, is what they're going to do with the rest of their turn. There we go. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, that's within range. All right, now it is your turn. You get to make a save.
That's a 4.
4 does not save. You black out as the poison takes hold.
So I'm reduced to 0 HP. Yes, just to make sure.
You're stable, but yes, reduced to 0 HP. At which point, we're gonna bring it back over to the other crew.
to party without Jeorge.
What?
What is about to be this campaign?
Oh boy! Wow.
He's never gonna finish his song about Gregor.
No.
So eventually, you all make your way over to Oldson's Tavern. It's probably about at this point. We'll say it's around 2 at this point. A little bit before it. What are you up to?
I guess we're gonna take a look at the quest board.
All right. So quest board, along with Liam and Gregor now. There is, let's see. There is someone looking to find some lost belongings within the rubble. If anyone has some sort of locate object, to go and speak with them. There is and that's 17 gold pieces. There is a quest to investigate some tunnels found beneath the Sterling Steps of the Sterling Market. And that is going to be 4 gold pieces and 5 silver to help investigate there. There is still that missing persons report that you looked at a couple of days ago. That's still up there, and that's 3 gold pieces and 8 silver, should you find any information. There is still the bank looking for overnight protection for 25 gold pieces a night. There is someone who is looking to be escorted home in the Copper District for 12 silver pieces. Jeorge already did this one. If anyone has Fireball, there's the excavation tasks as well. Actually, this one expires Friday, which is today, if I recall.
Trust me, if I had Fireball, then Jeorge and I wouldn't have had to dig that hole that entire night.
So you're about a little past midday.
So
And
you
those are
said
the
defending a
quests
bank?
up there.
You said like something defending a bank, or like
Yeah, there's
security for
a bank that requires overnight defense, as some of the ruffians who have been either displaced or spurred on by the recent disaster have been getting a little extra desperate and have been trying more desperate attempts to break in.
The tunnel one, does that have anything to do with what Liam found during the incident?
Intelligence check.
It's a 6.
6. Maybe. It's up to your interpretation.
I think that's the
I
one
will
he's
say
probably
it
most
is
interested in.
a quest posted by the Cicatrine Guard to investigate the tunnels.
I think that's probably the one he's most interested in then.
Oh wait, hold on. Penck would probably be able to connect this back to what Finn was saying, because he told us about tunnels underneath that they didn't know about.
It's up to you. Do you think that's what it is? That could be what it is.
He'd probably, it was only a day ago, so he'd probably remember him talking about tunnels. And
He did talk
he'll
about
make
tunnels.
he will he will choose to interpret it as they're probably the same tunnel. That's what he would think. Whether that's actually true is another story. But we were at least told that they knew about some sort of tunnel.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, you have any top picks?
I was looking at the bank one. That one seems to pay pretty well, and it shouldn't be too hard of an issue. Or too hard of a task.
Possible. What about you, Liam? What are you looking at?
I kind of want to check out the tunnels, but I also don't want to do it by myself.
Are we splitting a party 3 ways now?
I don't
No,
think
hence
I would
the I
split
don't want to
off.
do it by myself.
Yeah, no, I don't think I would let Liam do the tunnels by himself. Just
Well,
because.
those are two good options.
Do you have a preference either way, Gregor?
Uh,
Make one sound more interesting, maybe.
Investigating the tunnels sounds like a good bit of adventure. And the bank, I mean, that is a pretty big payout. Not that I really need the cash, but that is, probably protecting rich people's money rather than, protecting the everyman or woman.
Penck is just gonna look at him and give him a good like. Yeah, that's probably true. Tunnels then?
It's fine with me.
All right. I guess let's get to it.
All right. As per the instructions, it does say to meet up in the morning, so that would be a tomorrow quest.
Okay.
And it is, past midday at this point.
Mm-hmm.
If there's any errands or business you want to do beforehand.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking back to the other ones that you said that there were. That could maybe just be
Locate
done in the
lost items,
meantime.
investigate tunnels, missing person, compromised vault, escort someone home, excavate channel, and excavate buildings. Excavate channels, I'll just cross that off, that's already done. Or already closed. As you can actually see on the map here, that they've already got some water flowing through the channel.
Ooh, yeah.
A little bit.
Those fireballs.
Not the full channel unblocked, but better than nothing.
In that case, I don't think there's really all that much that we'd be doing in the meantime, because I don't have any errands that I need to run, at least right now.
All right. So you're just gonna, I guess, call it a day? Or go on some sort of quest?
I mean, it could be nice to do the person escort. That would probably not take too long. So if, at the very least, I think I'll go do the person escorting. If anyone else wants to join, then
And we'll just follow for the sake of not having to be alone.
fair enough.
Sure. So the person escort, that is 12 silver pieces for helping out there. And we, yeah, cool. So there's a note that just says, talk to Tom for more information.
Was Tom the, what's the word? The inn guy?
Yeah, he's the guy who runs the inn.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go walk up to Tom and hey, I was looking at the quest board.
Yes.
The the person escort one said to ask you for more information.
Yes, a good friend of mine, Ella, needs to get back over to the Copper District, and all the train lines that go to where she needs to go are unfortunately out, and there are looters running rampant through a lot of the Copper District, through the destroyed areas, so it's a little dangerous, but she needs to get where she needs to go, and, if you'd be willing to help, I can certainly, call her up on the crystal connector.
Yeah, I think we're willing to help.
Sure. All right, I'll go ahead and contact one of the other inns and get back to you real shortly.
Thank you.
All right, he goes ahead and rifles under the bar there for wherever his crystal connector is kept, and he takes a step back into the kitchen area. And that is what he says. All right, yeah, should be probably about 5-10 minutes before she arrives. She's all packed up and ready to go already, so should be pretty quick.
All right, thank you.
All right, and double check the contents of this quest here. Yep. Oh yeah, that is a dangerous spot. Well, that's going to be interesting.
Good thing we have 3 people going.
That's a fun thing to hear your DM say.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have encounter tables for various areas. Anyway.
Certainly not.
Eventually, you do meet a... this would be... Ella is... It's just a human. Okay. So, Ella here eventually comes to the Oldson's Inn and Tavern. She's a human woman, probably late 40s to maybe mid 50s. It's a bit unclear. She's got, a fairly heavily hunched back, and just a certain attitude about her. So you're presumably the people who are going to bring me over back to home.
Yep, that is correct.
All right. Well, has Tom given you the details, or is that something I have to do?
I don't think he told us exactly where we need to go. I think that would be more you are like kind of directing us.
All right, fair enough. Let's see, count. I think I can do math. So, I'm headed over to zone 50 in the Copper District there, which is, if I go ahead and look at the map here, well, you wouldn't be able to see the disaster. I can just turn off the disaster level and show you the map that you would see with just the labels that are left at the train networks.
No one here would have a crystal connector, right? I know I don't, and I know Gregor doesn't.
What's the question?
Does Liam have a crystal connector?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Not as far as I know.
Yeah, so I don't think we have a compass.
So zone 50 is this one right here, which is next to the zone where the pearl necklace is at.
Noted.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. If we have maps and stuff along the way, we probably don't need a compass. It'll just take probably a little bit longer.
Hmm. So, we ready to be off, or
Yeah. Yep. I think everyone here is ready, right, Gregor Liam?
yeah, I'm always ready to go for an adventure. So
Take that as a yes, Liam.
how do you want to head there?
Sorry.
How do you want to head there?
Oh. Well, you said we can't take train to there.
How
At
close
least
can
not
we get
directly.
on trains?
Yeah. How close can we get onto the train?
All right, so taking the train, 1 silver piece for each of you. Gregor pays his own way. you.
I'll pay 1 extra for the person we're escorting, so she doesn't have to.
Okay, sure. She will then follow you then. So, turning the disaster layer back on. There we go. Party token. So you can head over to the station, pay your fare, and then head up these steps here, out over towards the Copper District, and over to the route where the Pearl Necklace is, at which point you can either head, north or west.
Let's go north.
North?
Yeah.
For a second, because I need to run to the bathroom.
Okay.
All right. We will then take a break then.
I'll also run to the bathroom.
A little bit of bathroom break. All right, so
Yeah.
traveling north, we bring things back in to the trains. Oh, I need to turn that off. You can go ahead and switch the map there. Back to map. There you go. And so heading north, you continue. Whoop! I'm moving the world.
God moment.
You continue heading north, and this is probably about the closest station you can get to. This is probably the closest station if you don't want to cross the chasm.
I think we should be fine from here. You will have to direct us the rest of the way, of course.
Yeah, it should be just a straight shot towards the southwest, somewhere around here.
All right, and let's head out.
Okay. You go ahead and travel pretty uneventfully for the first bit, for probably about, am I moving the wrong layer? I am. Party token. There you go.
About to work,
10, 20, 30 minutes. It's pretty uneventful. And you see that, the people you pass on the street don't look too great. They're certainly not as well off as, the people around, say, the Pearl Necklace or, the Silver District. But they get increasingly more ragged as you enter Zone 50 here, which is pretty close. And you can see, if buildings line up correctly, you kind of can see the edges of the chasm there. Eventually, you do start making your way through a street that Ella here. I do believe I recognize this place. Should just be a handful of blocks in that direction now. Behind you, you do hear a larger individual stumble over some barrels. And behind you, is an orc with kind of like hunched over a barrel, one hand on the ground, one hand holding a dagger, who just kind of locks eyes with all of you. Roll initiative.
Yeah, okay, there it is.
He rolled a natural 2 on his stealth check.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 13 for initiative.
13. All right. Oh, and I should add Ella as well. 13 for Penck. That's a natural 1. Liam, what do you have?
22.
22. All right.
Yeah, natural 19.
That's pretty good.
And
initiative.
how's the boy doing? Natural 13. He does have a plus, I believe. Yes, he's a +1. And then I guess your escort here also has a natural 1.
That one.
Yeah, Ella is here, and she's not doing as hot in initiative as the rest of you.
Yeah,
Yes,
good
we'll
thing the
grab
rest of us rolled high.
I'm gonna give Gregor his own column on the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
So now any damage he does will be recorded.
And you know what, Ella can use Jeorge's token.
Damn.
I don't know if George
He
will be
won't be
needing that
needing it any
token
longer.
anymore.
So he's
I
coming
don't
around
like
this
how that
corner and he
one's
stumbles
labeled
over some
1.
barrels.
It implies the existence of a 2.
All right, and I suppose with this stumbled over orc, we're going to start the battle music again. Let's go and switch over to, we'll call this, if I can even find my battle tracks. Here we go. We have hardly used Golden Battle from Insane in the Rain, so we're going to use that. And at the top of initiative is Liam. What do you want to be doing here?
To be very clear that this is an enemy, correct?
Insight check.
I will not be blindly attacking any longer. It's gonna be an 18.
18. He does seem aggressive. Yes.
Okay. Um. I guess just to start it off, it's not going to be as much damage because he's probably full health. But it told the dead.
Toll the Dead. All right.
Which is going to be wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. That is a natural 16. Wisdom is a +0.
Yeah, he makes it.
He makes it. Is that half damage? Well, he's undamaged, so.
No.
Alright.
Yeah, even if he was damaged, it's not a half. It's a cantrip, so it doesn't do that. Darn.
All right. So you go ahead and send out the Toll the Dead spell at him. Just seems to make him angrier.
Whoops.
All right. And that brings us over to next in initiative order, which is him. So he's going to go ahead and get unprone and chuck a dagger at your face. That's going to be a natural 1 to hit.
Wow.
So he's, getting up from prone. He tries and pushes himself up from with the barrel that's now knocked over as well. He raises his arm to throw the dagger. And as he throws, the barrel under him begins to roll and slips under him. And he goes ahead and stabs himself in the cheek there. Taking how much damage? That's going to be 3 plus 3, I believe. It's plus dex, so plus 1, I believe. If I can do my D&D rules. So it's going to be a total of 4 damage to himself.
Thank you, guy.
What
Thank
a guy. And as a bonus action, okay, sure. I think that's for a specific case. All right. So he fails his prone check, so to get unprone again, he's going to have to stand up. So instead he's going to, prone, use half speed to just kind of duck back around the corner again. And that would bring us over to... that would be Gregor, the boy, who gave away his spear and is on knuckles right now. So he's going to go ahead and run up for a flaming punch. Run around the corner. By the way, is everyone happy with their positions here?
Yeah.
Having Ella lead the way. Okay. Gregor is going to run out 5, 10, 15, 20 over here next to that barrel. And he's going to go ahead and roll an unarmed strike. That's going to be 11. So that's going to be 1 plus his strength plus, or 11 on the D20, which I do modular arithmetic too. So his strength is plus 3, so that's base 4 plus his item there. I closed that. There we go. So he has a basic fire ox component. So it's going to be an extra 2d4. It's going to be, so total is currently 4 plus 3 plus 3. If I can do my math, yeah. So 4 plus 6 is 10 damage over to orc number 1. That is fire damage, although that doesn't quite matter. It doesn't seem to matter here. So Arc 1, he takes 10. Oh. Oh, I put in the wrong number. That's why. That's weird. All right. Next up in initiative is going to be Penck.
Oh, right. So I'm going to run around Liam, and I think I can get to the space directly to the right of Gregor with 25 movement speed.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah.
To his right.
Let's see.
Is that not
5, 10, 15, 25 would get you here. 30 would get you here.
I do not have 30, I have 25.
You could go for the diagonal.
Yeah, would I be able to attack from that diagonal with like my quarterstaff?
I'd allow it. Maybe not like a large weapon you can swing, or that you have to like swing sideways, but something like your quarterstaff, you could go vertical.
Yeah, because I don't plan to like stab, shoot, maim, kill this guy. I plan to just like hit him and knock him out.
All right.
So
Bonk.
quarterstaff.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
Roll it. That's gonna be a 14.
14. Let's see. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. He's not having a good day.
1d6 plus 2. Yeah, 1d6 plus 2. Where's my chief? I don't know. I'm just gonna roll digitally. That's a 7.
That is a 7. All right. He's not looking very good. As you bap him on the head, you're like, almost stuns him. He like loses consciousness for a second and like bops back up just barely.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right. Cool. Next up in initiative order would be oh, interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and pull out. Oh.
No.
Out from
I knew
around
it.
the corner here comes this guy here who's going to make his way to about here, we'll say. And he's going to go ahead and attack Gregor with his sword.
Okay,
can
I
find the
knew
right-
the existence of a 1 implied the existence of more than 1.
Let's see. Pulling that back up. So he goes for a sword attack here. That's going to be... Actually, he has multi-attack, so he's going to go for 2 attacks. That's going to be a 13 and an 18. That's going to be plus 5 to hit. So that's going to be base, or, smallest is 18, which does hit Gregor. All right, so he's going to roll damage on that. So sword is... this is going to be a long sword. There we go. D8s. 6 and an 8 plus how much here? Plus 3 each. So 6 plus 8 plus 6 is 20 damage to Gregor. Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
Indeed it is.
Suddenly, I'm not feeling so good about just knocking these guys out. They're attacking the boy.
I'm not there, but
Jeorge is
How
offended
dare
right now. He cosmically he can sense a disturbance in the floor.
All right. There we go. Next up in initiative order is Ella, who is going to get closer to one of the walls. And I think that's going to be in her entire turn. She has no combat ability. Wait, where is Ella?
The orange
She's-
one.
Oh,
Ella's
it's Jeorge.
Yeah.
I see. Next up is this guy. He's also going to run out. Actually, no, he's going to stay behind. Because he also got a natural 1.
Nah.
So he's just going to wait his turn. Actually, he's going to use his action to help number 1 off of being prone. So number 1 is no longer prone. Which brings us back to the top of initiative order, which is Liam.
Liam is going to pull out his rapier and just get closer to Ella so that
Alright.
nothing can sneak up and do that. Wait a second, I'm checking something character sheet wise. Darn, I should have used that.
I will say confidently that Ella is not going to take an attack of opportunity on you.
I
If
would
you
hope
need
not,
to
considering
keep
I'm
moving.
just standing there to protect her. I'm wondering if I could use. I have a bonus action called Master of Tactics. You can
Okay.
use the help action as a bonus action. When you use the help action to aid an ally in attacking a creature, the target of that attack can be within 30 feet of you if it can see or hear you.
Okay.
So am I close enough to use that to help Gregor attack Whoever is going to attack next.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gregor is within range, yes.
Okay. So I guess I want to use that as my bonus action.
All right.
And maybe hold my action in case something comes close. I could take a swing at it.
Hold your action. Got it. And I'm going to write something real quick. Cool. So that after Liam is Gregor, who is not, doing, he's probably about half down. He's gonna go ahead and take a big swing over towards orc number 1. With a natural 19, orc number 1 promptly goes down in a pop of flames as a flaming fist goes ahead and locks him in the jaw, and he's out for the count. So we will take orc number 1. Where is? There it is. There we go. And Gregor does not have 2 attacks, as far as I can tell. Yeah, no. So that is Gregor's action there. And Gregor is going to make room for Penck. By circling upwards. And then that leads us to Penck's turn.
All right. Let's see here. I always forget exactly how this works. For something like a bow, when it says range 150 feet / 600 feet, what number is what? What is
With
the
your
150
bow,
mean?
as long as you're not within 5 feet, you're good. pretty sure.
Okay. So
I think
this gap
150
right here is
is.
fine.
Yeah, this gap here is fine.
I think it's a normal attack up to 150, then it's at disadvantage up to 600 or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, closeness disadvantage only comes when you're engaged, which is within 5 feet and in combat. The idea being that they're able to reach close enough to just knock your bow to the side.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So I think I will use my longbow.
All right.
And I think I'm gonna try out one of those radiant arrows that Jeorge gave me.
Ooh. All right.
So that's an extra 1d4 if I shot. Which, speaking of, I will roll to attack. A 19 probably hits.
19 on number 3 here does in fact hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Good. That's gonna be 1d8 plus 4 plus a d4.
Oh man.
Wow! Seriously? Okay.
Is that minimum
Wow!
damage?
Seriously? Okay. That's gonna be a total of 6 damage
6
from
damage.
a 1d8
All right, so that
plus
is
4
minimum.
plus another 1d4.
All right then. Lovely. That brings us over to Ella's turn. Ella is going to stay where she is. Oh, actually, no. Help action does not allow you to reroll damage. I believe it gives you advantage on. And I mean, hey, if you want to check if you critted, because Liam, you were helping out Penck, right?
No, Gregor, right?
Yeah, as a Gregor because he was closest to the enemies.
I will double check if Gregor critted. I mean, the guy would have gone down, but it might have been interesting. Yeah, no crit from Gregor. So when Gregor makes his attack, you're like, throw him a right, and that doesn't, unfortunately, it doesn't, add anything to his attack. But he does land the attack very well. Next up is the other guy who helped bring up orc number 1, who was knocked prone. Seeing his buddy get down, he's going to use... would this be action or bonus action? He's going to step over... He's just going to climb over his buddy, stunned on the barrel, which may or may not be a wise decision, but it's the decision he makes. All right, and he's going to go ahead and head for an attack here. That's going to be a natural 7 plus what? Plus 5 to Penck there. AC is...
AC is 15.
Yeah, I think you're fine there.
Oof.
And he goes in for an attack with what looks to be a great axe. And he is not going to hit you with that. The barrel's a little unstable, so when he goes for a swing, he's like wobbles in his swing, and unfortunately, he misses. Unfortunately for him, fortunately for you.
Yeah.
And that brings us back to Liam.
Get him, Liam.
I mean, I'll step closer to the building, so it's just a little closer to the combat. I just take one step down.
All right.
I guess.
Like that?
Yeah. I guess from where I'm at, I can toll the dead.
Yeah.
Probably number 3 right there. Is that within range?
Should be.
Should be within range.
It's like 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, 30 feet.
Yeah, and it's a 60-foot range. Okay, yeah, I'll toll the dead that guy.
All right. That is a natural 17.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
He is damaged, if that means anything.
It makes no difference. That only
Okay.
matters if it actually hits. Like, who doesn't make the save?
Cool. All
Other
right.
than that, I guess, can I use my bonus action to help? I don't think there's any. I guess I'll also use the bonus action again to help
Who are you helping?
Penck.
Penck?
Penck
All right.
this time.
Yeah.
All right. So after you is orc number 1 is down. After that is Gregor. He's going to go ahead and go for a flaming punch to number 3 there with a natural 7. What's his plus, though? Unarmed strike is plus your... What is it plus? I think it's plus your dex. Interesting. Well, Gregor's dex is +1, so that's going to be an 8. That does not hit. So that is his turn there, which brings us to Penck.
So I just saw something on my character sheet because I thought something felt like it was missing, and I was right. I have 2 attacks per action.
Ah,
I knew something felt off, and I was right.
would you like to throw in a couple attacks at number 3 then? I'll give you 2 free attacks plus whatever you do on this turn. Just to kind of
Free attack.
make
Wait,
up for
what?
things.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
All right.
So I think this is another thing I always just forget. When it says 2 attacks per action, could that be like a spell and a weapon?
No, that is 2 weapon attacks, I do
2
believe.
weapons. Okay. So in that case, Yeah, honestly. Okay. I will. No, I won't do that. I was about to say I'll move right one space, but I don't think I want to be right in the middle of two guys right next to me. So yeah, we'll longbow again.
Longbow. All right.
I'll do
It
one.
would be disadvantage against 2, by the way, with your current range.
Okay. Yeah, I'll shoot at 3 again.
All right, go ahead and roll your attacks. Are you using the light arrows or are you using regular arrows?
I'll use regular arrow this time. I don't
right.
want to use all the light arrows.
And don't you have an extra ability that adds onto it with a bonus action?
Yes, I was just looking at that, and I just forgot. Ethereal Warrior. As a bonus
Yes.
action, choose one creature you can see within 30 feet of you, and next attack with a weapon, an extra 1d8 of damage.
You can do that.
So I will also Ethereal Warrior as my bonus action to shoot number 3 with my longbow. Now, please hit.
And you roll with advantage with Liam's help.
Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna need it, but I'll do it anyway just for overkill's sake. All right, yeah. That's gonna be a 24.
24 definitely hits as Liam calls out right below the shoulder.
Yep. And I will roll damage. 1d8 plus 4. There it is. Okay. That's gonna be 15.
15 damage. All right. And you get a second attack.
You are right. Would it be possible for me to take out my quarterstaff and attack number 2 with that one?
Yeah, I allow free weapon changing.
Okay. So yeah, I'll take out my quarterstaff and just single-handed bop number 2.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
That's going to be a 14.
14 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
D6. Of course. But it's +2, so 3.
3 damage. Let's go. He just looks annoyed.
Fair enough. And yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right, next is orc number 3. So he's going to go in for 2 attacks against you, boy.
Oh, no.
With a natural 5, which with his plus, that doesn't make it. But a natural 12 does make it to, let's see, plus 5 is 17, I think. 17 to hit with his, this would be with his sword.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right. It's going to be that. So it's going to be is 7 damage to you.
Ouch.
First hit you've taken. And the next is going to be Ella, who's just kind of gonna try and shrink down behind you, Liam. Kind of like put her hands on your shoulder. Just try and hide. That's gonna be a natural 20 on the hide check.
Oh.
She is invisible to all of the orcs. Well then, the person you're escorting disappeared, everybody. I don't know where she went.
Our entire frame is just completely hidden behind Liam.
You know the game Hole in the Wall?
The Undertale moment.
Oh, yeah.
The lamp. All right, so that's their turn. Orc number 2 is going to go for a. He's actually going to try and climb up on top of the building here.
Oh.
So that's going to be.
I heard a buh and I was scared that you were going to say barrel again. That barrel has been a curse for them.
He's going to try and climb up on top of the building here to get a better vantage on you and go for a javelin attack down on you. It's going to be a 12 plus. It's going to be plus 5, so it's going to be 17 to hit you.
17 to hit me? Yeah.
Yep.
That hits.
Yeah, reach 5 feet. He's good. And that's going to be. I have to reroll that. A 3 plus 3. That's going to be 6 damage to you.
Ouch.
And he only gets 1 attack. That was his full movement. And yeah. All right. Next up is back to Liam. You feel a couple hands very lightly just press onto your back and just like fade away into nothingness.
I will use my action to. I'm wondering if at this point I would be better off just trying to use a spell or use a bow. I'll try Toll the Dead again, I suppose.
Toll
You
the
know
Dead.
what?
All right.
Actually, wait.
Hmm?
Maybe I'll actually use the spell for once. I don't think I've ever used it before.
Ooh.
I'm gonna try using sleep.
Okay.
Oh.
At just first level because that's all the spells levels I have. Which I am not entirely sure how this is exactly supposed to work.
All right, casting time 1 minute. First level, yeah, that's fine. So roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points the creature's spell. Anyone within 20 feet of a point you choose are affected in ascending order.
Is that everybody?
That would include Penck, but it would go to the most damaged person first. You could aim at the top of the building and only hit number 2, or let's see, range
What
is
if I
90 feet.
put
You
it
can
like?
aim farther away to hit number 3.
What if I put it like back and like down to where only the 2 bad guys are in range? Is there a way to do that?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a low DC intelligence check to sort of calculate the distance. DC 10.
Oh, I got 10 exactly, so hopefully
That passes the DC. So yeah, you can figure out a place that is only going to hit these 2 people.
Okay, so I rolled 5d8.
5d8, and then the total is how many people, or how many hit points worth of sleep you can induce.
Okay. I'm gonna roll it on D&D Beyond because I don't have all my d8s right next to me.
All right.
31.
31. Orc 2 falls asleep. I'm going to give him a save there. That's a 16. Yeah, he falls asleep and he falls onto the building. Backwards onto the building. And then after that, with 31, 11 more points go over towards number 3. And he is still up. If that doesn't carry over, I think he has no effect.
Okay.
Yeah, creature must have equal or less than the remaining total to be affected. So yeah, number 2 out of the count. Number 3 still up.
Okay. So that was
brings
my
us-
action.
Yes.
For my bonus action, I'm going to do
Right.
the help thing again for Penck.
Penck? All right. So we're going to go ahead and head to Gregor, who's going to go for a punch to number 3. Once again, trying to clock him in the jaw. That's going to be a, what is this? Plus here. Plus is 1. So that's going to be 13 to hit. Unfortunately, does not hit. So he goes for a whiff, but the fire just kind of brushes in front of orc number 3's nose. We're going to bring it over to Penck. You have advantage on 1 attack.
Advantage on 1 attack. Let's go. I don't think I'd be able to get a good vantage point on 2. You said he fell backwards onto the building, right?
Yeah, he fell backwards on the building. He's effectively unconscious.
Yeah, I was about to say. So he's
Yeah,
like
for the next
elevated
one, yeah.
and prone. So like I can't see him. I could go up there easily, but
You could.
I'm not going to. I'll focus everything on 3 because we hate 3. I will.
Oh
attack...
yeah, I should have moved 3. 3 moved closer to hit you earlier.
Oh, well, in that case, with my quarterstaff still out, I'm just gonna keep bonking people. If they want to be up close to me, I'm gonna bonk them.
All right, time for some bonkage. Go ahead and roll
Alright.
your attacks.
Yeah. And
Some advantage bonkage.
yeah.
Oh yeah, one of them.
Can I choose? I would imagine I have to say before which one I'm using advantage on.
Yeah.
I'll use advantage on this one. Thank goodness I did. Wasn't a nat 1. I think 14 hits.
14 on
Or was
orc
that the
number
other
3
guy?
does not hit.
I was thinking of 2. All right. I'll go for my second bonkage. And I'm going to use my Ethereal Warrior as well as my bonus action
All right.
on this one. Well, crap. If a 14 didn't hit, then a 12 definitely doesn't hit.
Unfortunately not. And so
Yeah, that's my turn.
we are going to bring it over to orc number 3. He's going to go for another couple sword attacks. It's going to be a natural 17 and 18. So that's going to be 1d8 each, both on, 1 to you, Penck, 1 to Gregor. So one of them is going to be 4 plus 3, so that's going to be 7 over to Gregor, and then 4 plus 3, wait. Oh no, that's an 8. I can do math. 8 plus 3, so that's going to be 11 to you, Penck.
Ouch. Ow, okay, I'm taking some damage.
Yep. And that is his turn. We would. So next is Ella, who's just going to continue hiding. Then would be Orc 2, but he's asleep. So we bring him back to Liam.
Okay. I think I want to. It's weird to do magic and I have to roll for a wild magic surge. I think I want to try casting sleep on the other guy.
Number 3.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's gonna be.
I missed.
Yeah, I just roll 5d8s again.
Interesting.
That'd be another 30.
30?
Yep.
All right. Now I did notice something. Go ahead and give me another intelligence check just to make sure you're not involving Gregor.
It's another 10.
Another 10. You're able to calculate it just enough to not hit Gregor. Orc 3 does not go down. He has more than 30 right now.
Darn it.
Wow.
Okay. I will continue to guard Ella and also bonus action help Penck in his endeavors.
All right.
My
So
endeavors
next is
attacking
going to
people.
be, he's unconscious. Next is going to be Gregor, who's going to go for another punch. That's a natural 1.
Wow.
Penck's right there. Penck,
Oh no.
you take 4 plus 2d4. That's going to be max damage. 12 damage to you, Penck.
Wow! Thanks, Gregor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ow. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not.
Oh no. Penck,
My turn.
your turn.
Mhm.
Oh my.
So, and just to confirm, attacks only count for like actual weapons. I can't like do 2 spells or anything.
Right.
Okay.
Mm.
Oof.
Looks like we're all gonna be having new characters pretty soon.
Wow, if this is what does us in.
Complete party reset.
Oh no.
What about Gregor? He can't die.
He's okay. He's not a character. Like he's protected. Dia wouldn't dare
How
kill
dare
Gregor.
you.
He'd lose all his players.
We'd all quit the campaign in his stride.
We will all
no.
just quit if Gregor dies. He must be immortal now.
Gregor's actually God.
That would
Don't spoil
explain a
the
lot
ending
of
of the
things.
campaign, Paul.
We just like hero worship Gregor for so much that he just ascends into godhood.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, this is dangerous.
Whose turn is it?
It's my
Penck.
turn. I'm debating whether or not to just attack to try and kill this guy first before he's able to kill us, or heal myself or heal Gregor.
He's got more than 30 health points. So
I'll need to roll like maximum everything.
if you can get it down far enough, I have one more attempt at sleep I can do. So we get it down to like 20 or so, that would be nice.
That might be the best bet because I think Gregor and I are both pretty low. And I could only heal one of us.
I also have a cure wounds, but if I use the sleep, then I can't use cure wounds. I do have lay on hands, but I also don't want to charge into the fight and leave Ella by herself.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go for the attacks. So
All right.
I
Go ahead and roll ahead.
will.
You do have advantage on a more bomb.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I will Ethereal Warrior this first attack, and I have advantage on this attack. You said.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yo, ice cream.
Yes. So yeah. Oops. Drop the die. And my headphone's stuck. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, it would be objectively a better idea for me to step back and use my longbow. Then I'd provoke attack of opportunity. Man. Okay. Okay, we're gonna continue with the quarterstaff. Yeah, because I don't want to take. I don't think I can afford to take more damage. So we're gonna roll with the quarterstaff. Thank you for that advantage.
Quarterstaff.
Thank you for that advantage. Oh, come on now. It was going to land on nat 20, but it bumped something on my desk, which sprung it back onto a 2.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's a no on the first one. Second
All right.
attack. Mhm. Does not hit. I'm just gonna say it now. That's
Oh
gonna
no.
be a 9. Well.
All right.
Damn.
Now
That's
it's my turn to
turn.
roll. 2 natural 20s. Let's see them.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past you.
4 and a
You've rolled 2 nat
1.
ones in the past.
14 and a 1.
4 and a 1.
4 and a 1.
4. Oh, great.
Ah. Ow! Oh. He bashes his elbow against the corner of the building. Right in the funny bone. And he's going to take 1d4 of damage. That's 3 damage.
Good.
All right. That brings us to Ella. Just going to keep hiding. And that brings us back to Liam.
Okay. This time, I'm going to use my action to toll the dead,
Toll the dead. All right. Go
which
ahead and
is
roll.
a wisdom
Oh,
save.
wait, right. Wisdom save. There's a natural 3.
Oh.
And he is
Great!
damaged.
I finally get to use it. That's going to be 2d12s. Oh, those are wonderful rolls. I love that. That's going to be a total of 7.
Wow.
7. That's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's also both like below average rolls.
Yeah.
So 3 and a 4.
All right. Breaks dice cage.
I might. Would be the first time.
All right.
I bonus action help again, and then yes, move on.
All right. Let's see what Gregor can do.
Come on, Gregor.
All right. Gregor has a +1. It's going to be 13. That doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Gregor, you killed 4 elementals by yourself.
With a different weapon, to be fair.
You know what? Fair enough. He does not have his. Yeah, that's true.
So he traded a lower plus to hit for a higher average damage. All right. That brings us over to you, Penck, and you have advantage.
Good, good. Okay.
Please don't waste it this time.
It's not. I don't think I can say that it's actually my fault that that happened. It's just okay. I'm rolling a different die. I'm rolling a different die. Give me a
Why have
second.
you still been using the same die?
Oh no!
You should
Oh
have
no!
stopped after the first bad
Oh
roll.
no! This should be this is my good one. This is normally my good one.
Obviously not.
Well, this is the one that gives me the most natural 20.
Not today.
High risk, high reward, I guess. Even though it's all exactly the same.
All right, we're
I
gonna
only
use
have
this
the
one.
2
We're gonna
right
use
here,
this
but if
one.
either one of them failed me right now, I would just get up and grab my other dice. I have my bucket in the same room here.
Then everyone has the luxury of 100 different d20s. Okay, advantage. Right, advantage. We have advantage on these rolls.
Usually
There's
in
3,
this combat,
actually.
I've got places to be.
20!
Yes!
Natural 20. All right.
Let's go.
So that's crit, which means I
Double the dice.
whatever I roll.
Yes.
Is that double the roll and then +2, or double the roll +2?
Double the roll and then plus whatever.
Okay. Oh, that's max damage too. So that's gonna be 14
Yo.
from this first attack.
Okay. Is that with Ethereal Warrior?
No, it was not.
You should roll that too.
Yeah. Hold on, what did I say that was? 12, 14, so plus 3. 17 damage.
17 total.
Yep. For my first attack.
All right. Ooh.
Please do more damage. The sleep is guaranteed.
I mean, what would it be guaranteed at?
Probably around 20.
20.
Because it is 5d8s. I don't
Yeah,
want
my
to
se-
guarantee 30 every time because I've been getting pretty lucky on the.
Second attack will not hit.
Second attack
Maybe a
will not hit.
7.
All right.
Look,
That
I
brings
did
us
17 damage. In one
over
hit.
to the orc.
That's fine.
He does get 2 attacks. So 2 more sword attacks here. 2 against you, Penck.
Miss
It's
them
going to be a
both, miss
natural
them
18 and natural 14.
both. That's bad. One of them hits.
And he has a plus 5 to hit, so they both hit, I do believe.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
So 2d8 plus 6 total. One of them was a 1.
Okay, good.
The other one was an 8.
That's not good. That's... Oh, no!
9 plus 6.
Is in fact 15, which is how much HP I have currently right now.
Penck is down. Liam,
Can I use my reaction?
what's your reaction?
Immediately after an attacker within 30 feet deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you can use your reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failure, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage just dealt, or half damage on its success.
All right. Yeah, you can. That's a
man.
that is a thing you can do. All right. That's going to be a natural 12 on the wisdom. Their wisdom is
The DC is 12.
0. Unfortunate.
It still takes half damage.
Yeah.
Half damage. That's
Yeah.
true. And usually, I believe I've been rounding up, so that's going to be 9 damage
8
to them.
damage. Wasn't it 15?
Wait. Yeah, I was reading the wrong number. 8 damage. All right. Liam. After striking Penck down, he just raises a finger and points to you.
Oh, Wow.
Okay, you want to go?
not even at Gregor, who's right there.
You want to go, dude?
He's pretty,
Channel some of my righteous fury.
aggravated by your attempt to reflect the damage back on him, which he does feel. So
Okay. So he just took how much damage?
8.
8, yeah.
Okay.
I think he should be pretty low now. He...
Yeah, he just took a total of 25 damage. So I think I'm gonna risk it with a sleep.
Okay.
Ryan, I don't like that glasses adjust you did when I said he's at low. He should be low now.
Yeah, I just checked my stat sheet, and you did 17, then I did 8, so that's 25 damage. So he should be
Should be
below
than
30 at
30.
least.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay, that's 27.
27.
Please show me he's lower than yeah.
Is?
Unfortunately,
No!
for him,
Oh!
sleep takes him
Thank God.
as he just begins to
dude.
slump over Penck's
Oh.
unconscious body.
Hey, God, man.
Okay, I'm gonna if he's unconscious, I'm gonna run over to Penck and lay on hands if I can.
All right. Penck, I don't even think there was an opportunity for you to do death saving throws. You're just back up.
Nice.
And you've got a big old orc man just flopped on top of you.
How do I, There,
I'll
okay,
do. Let's see.
How much
Trying to look at
HP
it.
do I get?
Also, would want to tie up number 3 and also 2 because the sleep only lasts for a minute.
Oh,
Yeah, probably a good idea.
what,
So,
hold on,
Penck-
what does lay on hands do exactly? Is it just healing?
It's 15 HP
15,
healing pool, so I can give you a certain amount.
Okay.
In fact, I might do like 8 HP to Penck and then like 7 to Gregor, just so that both of them get a little more health under their belt.
That's fine. I have healing spells of my own that I can use to do further healing. I just need to be up.
Here, let's try
Okay.
this track for the Copper District.
I do believe that's the
A little
closest that
simpy.
Penck has come to dying.
Liam over here in perfect health.
I know.
Not a scratch
Yeah,
on me.
where's Jeorge again?
He needs to be precipitated.
Dead.
So meanwhile, I would say go ahead, each of you, whoever wants to tie who up. Well, 1 is just unconscious. 2 and 3 need to be tied up. So each of you go ahead and make like a rope check, because probably Penck flies up to the roof to tie things.
Yeah, what would be a
I'd say
rope
Liam's
check?
pretty good with rope. As
That's
we
true.
saw previously in the forest.
What check would a rope check be?
Oh, let's just make it straight dexterity or sleight of hand, your choice.
I'll do sleight of hand. That's gonna be an 11.
I'll do sleight of
11.
hand as
All right.
well.
It was a
Wow.
natural 5.
That's gonna be a 14 for me.
14?
Luckily, I'm a roguey rogue
Yep.
with sleight of hand.
with Rogue Road powers.
With roguey rogue powers that he's totally not ashamed of and hates.
All right. And at this point, let's see, what is everyone's schedules like? Do we want to continue to 9 to wrap things up, or just kind of cliffhanger?
I kind
with
of gotta go.
one last thing.
I
Okay.
don't think I can stay the 9.
All right. So we will hold it there for the party escorting Ella. But Jeorge, you wake up in a
I wake up!
poorly lit, dank room. Everything seems to be made out of stone from what you can see. You do have dark vision as an elf, I believe. You're tied up,
Yeah.
and you're gagged, and you're sitting in a chair alone in this room. In front of you, there is an entrance to the room. You can't really turn your head to see if anything's behind you. And that is where we're going to leave the session.
Wow. And I just want to say, as Penck looks down at like his slightly tattered armor, he's thinking, "Man, where's Jeorge? I could really use a mending right now."
It'd really suck if a kidnapping victim had, like, a message spell.
Unfortunately, I'm tied up and gagged, so I cannot cast it.
I assume it has some
Darn.
sort of
It has verbal,
Verbal
somatic,
and
and
somatic.
component. So I need the ability to move and the ability to play my flute.
none of which you can do.
No.
That's unfortunate.
All right.
Yeah, no. I immediately felt this panic when you guys were like, "Does anyone have a crystal connector?" And I was like, "Oh no, Jeorge has the crystal connector."
All right, well, we're going to call it there. Honestly, this is about to just become whatever gets shown on the post session. Cat.
Little guy. I love him. I love kittens.
Yeah.
They're such silly little things. Creatures.
You got me. Don't get my no, not the headphones cord. He's numbing on it.
Oh, here we are. This series of images right here, I think, are my favorite ones.
Don't be mean.